Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know it's technically afternoon, but it's good morning. It's good morning. I don't know, my nose is still trying to, I don't know, figure out the dryness. It's like my nose got so dry that now it's just sniffly. So if I sound stuffy and sniffly, it's because I almost kind of am, but it's just because my nose got too dry. My throat's better now, so there's that. It's morning for me. See, it's still morning in some time zones, and therefore it's morning. I'm gonna use that justification when I wake up at like 3 p.m. or like 2:59 p.m. Because I'd be like, oh, well, like technically it's still morning if you're PST. Therefore, this still counts as good morning. Morning is whenever I wake up. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. It's like breakfast. Breakfast is just like your first meal of the day. It doesn't matter if your first meal of the day is at 8 p.m. as breakfast. You probably should eat before 8 p.m., but I'm just saying theoretically, it still counts as breakfast, I think. She awoke. I did awake. I said I was gonna stream today for a little bit if I slept well enough. I didn't really sleep well enough, but I was awake, so I was like, cool, this counts. And it kind of worked out. I didn't realize today was my affiliate anniversary. That'd be like my 4-year, it'd be my 4-year affiliate anniversary. That's crazy. That's crazy. I actually have no idea when my affiliate anniversary is. I always forget. I know it's like March, but I only ever remember if I happen to open my Twitch dashboard and it's like, oh, it's your anniversary, and I'm like, oh wow. What's a good midnight snack? Shredded cheese. A handful of shredded cheese is a good snack. Pretty much anything that's readily available probably makes a good midnight snack. You're not trying to cook up a whole meal in the middle of the night. But like, honestly, handful of shredded cheese. You almost can never go wrong with a handful of shredded cheese. I love cheese. That's true, because you are literally breaking the fast. Yeah, that's why it's called breakfast, because break fast. Breaking the fast. You haven't eaten in a while. You've been sort of fasting, and now you break that. That's breakfast. Break fast. Breakfast. And then, I don't know, lunch is, to me, it's like your second meal, and then your third meal is dinner. It doesn't matter what time of day those are. It doesn't matter what kind of foods you have. That's how I think of it. That's how I think of it. So like, there's times where I'm having breakfast in the afternoon, and I'm having, I don't know, not stereotypical breakfast foods. Like, I'll just have, I don't know, a slice of pizza or something. And I'm like, well, it's my first meal of the day, so therefore it's breakfast, but I'm having pizza. Cheese. I love cheese. Cheese is so good. I'm glad that I'm not lactose intolerant, because I genuinely think I would just constantly be eating cheese anyways, and I would just spend my entire life like on the toilet. I'd have to stream from the bathroom because I'd be like, guys, I ate a bunch of cheese. and now I live in here. Love having one meal a day. You should probably have more than one meal a day. See, I don't know if I have more than one meal a day. I'm a real snacker. I'm a true snacker. So I don't really cook or make like big meals, but I have food throughout the day. Usually like small things, snacks, right? Or like things that people would consider snacks. Because I've told people, I've come here and I've come to stream and I've been like, chat, I had dinner, I had a grilled cheese, which I'm like, a grilled cheese is a meal. And they're like, no, that's a snack. That's a snack. I'm like, no, oh, hello cat. I'm like, that's a meal. That's a sandwich, basically. I had a meal. A sandwich is a meal. I drink milk every day. I have milk pretty much every day, but not milk directly. Like, I have iced coffee right now, and that's got milk in it. It's actually my only drink. I should turn off the hydrate redeem because I actually don't have water. cat, get off the cat off the keyboard. You're clicking things. You're opening tabs. We can't have this. We can't have this. Can't you go sit literally anywhere else? Okay, sure, that works. My cat is such a menace to society. No, you know it's the worst. So I have normally I have a wireless mouse, which is great because this cat, this is the little creature, the young voidling, right? Stop trying to eat my mixer. You can't eat that. Anyways, so she hangs out with me most of the time. And normally I have a wireless mouse, which is great because anytime I plug it in to charge it, she tries to eat the wire and play with the wire. But last night I noticed my mouse was dying because it was flashing red at me, and I was like, oh, okay, time to plug it in, and it would not charge. So I tried switching to like a different cord because it's just a USB-C, right? And just plug it into my computer. It's USB-C. And so another cable that I know works, I plugged it into that and it still wasn't charging. So I think it's an issue with the mouse itself. So I had to pull out my super old mouse that I kept. It's like a wired mouse. And so that's what I'm using right now. But the main problem is that my cat thinks it's a toy for her. So I'm trying to do literally anything and she's like, oh my God, this is for me. This is for me. And she's like trying to drag it onto the floor and she's like, oh my God, it's the worst. do not eat the mouse. It's not a real mouse. You want me to do standing desk too? Oh my God, guys, I just sat down. I have to go stand at my job later and you guys want me to stand? You guys are so mean to me. Okay, you can have standing desk. But yeah, I should turn off the hydrate redeem because they have the water turned off in my apartment for a couple hours. And so I don't have any water right now because I was not able to fill my water bottle. So I'm just drinking iced coffee. That's hydration enough, surely.
Today I won both my 50-50 and 75-25.
Is there no text-to-speech for the bits? Dude, I swear a lot of my stream stuff is low-key broken. I don't know how to fix it other than hoping for the best. I could try resetting it up, but that's a hassle. I'll have to go double check the settings because I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be text-to-speech. Hi Callie, today I won both my 50-50 and 75-25 for obtaining Yunli and her signature light cone on Honkai Star Rail. Let's go! Let's go! I'm saving hella in Star Rail. I think I have like 140 something wishes saved currently in Star Rail. I might pull for Mighty, but I'm kind of saving for Finon because I think he's hot. So we'll see. Not sure. And then I recently lost a 50-50 on Wuthering Waves, so that's great. TTS said Kali. Okay, the TTS played, but I didn't hear it. That's probably a setting issue for me. Let me see. Stream elements alerts. Okay, I should be able to hear it. Maybe it's just quiet on my end. I guess that works, but I don't like that I didn't hear it. What do you mean being employed is overrated? It's overrated. Dude, I haven't streamed in so long because I'm employed. I was kind of curious because like, oh, it feels like it's been a while since I streamed. And I was like, oh, let's check when the last time I streamed was. It was like March 4th. I was like, what? I was like, it's been a whole week, Bo. I was like, be for real. Oh my God, I hate being employed. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to sneak in some streams like this when I can, like just a couple hours before I have to go into work or something. Sometimes my schedule is so weird. Like tonight, actually 2 of my shifts, I have 2 more shifts this week, and they're both like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that. No, the other one's like till 11 p.m. But it's like those weird evening shifts that are exactly when I would normally stream. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So I don't know. I'm gonna try to do some earlier streams occasionally when I can, because I do have days off from my job. I can stream on those days, but I don't want to always stream all of those days, because I do want some days that I have completely to myself where I'm not working and I'm not streaming. But some weeks I work more than others, and if I want to stream on the other, it becomes a whole thing. It becomes a whole thing. Being employed is overrated. I don't even make a lot of money at my job, man. I still am broke. I have a job and I still have $5 in my bank account. Like, make it make sense, dude. Cal, you have a beautiful model. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My VTuber mama made me very pretty. Actually, I was bothering my VTuber mama recently because I was asking her if she would be willing to do add like some not safe for work stuff to the model. Basically, I was like, can you give my model nipples? And then I'm also gonna get like I guess like a lingerie outfit. This stuff will be for like Fansly and stuff. But yeah, she hasn't heard from me for months, since whenever the last time I asked for a different toggle to be drawn, and then I just like come out of the woodwork after months and I'm like, hey, can you draw me nipples? Being a VTuber parent must be so funny. And then I also asked Papa Smooth about it, but I talk to Papa Smooth all the time, so it's not as weird for me to ask Papa Smooth about stuff, because I'm like, hey, how's it going? I'm getting nipples on my model. Can you add those when I get them? And he's like, yeah! Can you give my model nipples? Is crazy. I mean, it's a fair question. I wanted to know if that would be a possibility, because I never asked about it when I first commissioned my mama, so I don't know for sure that she's comfortable doing that kind of thing. Okay, so I wanted to make sure she was comfortable with that. And so, you know, and then I was like, okay, and then I need to know, like, pricing wise, how much it would cost for the stuff that I want added, you know? It honestly must be so funny being a VTuber parent, I swear to God. Your kids just like DM you one day and they're like, can I have nipples? Can I have nipples, mom? Hello, Lord Zero, welcome in. My male model didn't have nips? That's interesting. I can see why. I don't know. Does Twitch like it if you have nipples on your model, like if you're a male model? Because I know, obviously, if you're a female presenting VTuber, you can't show your boobs or your nipples on stream. But if you're a male presenting VTuber, or even like a male face cam streamer, you can take your shirt off on stream, right? And it's fine. No nipples is crazy. Like, I don't have nipples because nobody sees them, but I guess it depends if nobody sees them. But a lot of male VTubers, they have a toggle where their shirt comes off, or they have it as a redeem, so people can use channel points to make them take their shirt off. Like, take it off, you sloot. I would do that. I would do that if I was a male VTuber. I would definitely have a redeem where it's like, take it off, slut, and it's like I just take my shirt off. That'd be great. And I would have amazing nipple. I would have amazing boob physics even on a male model. I'd be like, make sure the pecs jiggle. Make sure they get a little bit of jiggle on them. Protest to show the nipples? Nah, I don't need to show my nipples on Twitch. There's no need. There's no need. If I really wanted to show more on Twitch, I could just, I mean, not nipples, but like if I wanted to show hip on Twitch, I can just do a hot tub stream. I can just put myself in a hot tub and call it a day. Only in spicy art nipples are allowed. It's so funny to just think about the fact that a lot of VTubers, probably most VTubers, don't have nipples. There's no reason to. Like, unless you're specifically planning to do something where your shirt comes off, there's no reason. But I'm gonna have to make sure when I do get that done that I keep the version of the model with the nipples separate from the one without, because my greatest fear is that I'm streaming on Twitch or YouTube and I accidentally toggle the spicy stuff and I'm like, no, I'm gonna get permabanned. GG's. So I'll have to make sure they're kind of separate. Do I sound okay? I feel like I kind of sound like shit. Like, I sound like I'm sick. Which I don't like, but it is what it is. I guess that's part of why I haven't streamed for a week. I mean, not the whole week, but at least the weekend was just me suffering from dryness. Cause my job is dry. It's like 25, 20, I don't know, it was like or low 20s humidity at my job, and then my apartment is apparently like 25% humidity, so I'm just like, I don't know, suffering apparently. But I don't know, it's like my throat got dry at work the other day and it took so long to recover because everywhere that I am is just so dry. And then my nose decided to jump in on the party and it's like, bro. So I've just been like, my face has just been so dry and so sore, and then oh god, it's awful. Damn. I don't know what the damn is in regards to. You do sound sick. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is part of why I wasn't streaming, because there was like a couple days where like it was just uncomfortable because it was like so dry, and like my throat was sore because it was dry, and my nose hurt because it was dry. And now my throat is fine, but my nose is like overcompensating by just producing a ton of snot. So it makes it sound like I'm sick because it makes it sound like I'm stuffy, but I'm not particularly. It's just like so annoying though. So I'm like, I don't want to stream. Her job is dry, her apartment is dry, she is dry, I'm so dry. I'm the driest VTuber ever. No, it's actually crazy because I didn't realize until recently how dry my apartment is. Like, I knew it was a bit dry, I knew like the humidity was a little bit low, but not until my job being like slightly drier really fucked me up. And because my apartment's also so dry, it's like really hard for me to recover from it because there's just like no moisture in any of the air anywhere that I am. So I was like, damn, I didn't realize how bad it was until it started fucking me over. Because like, I normally have pretty dry skin, but I'm like, how much of that is actually me having dry skin? And how much of that is just me living in like a fucking desert for an apartment? So I'm currently trying to get like a nice humidifier for my apartment, or my room / apartment. I'm gonna put it in my room most of the time, but I think it might cover a lot of the apartment, to be honest. And I can move it around. It's not like massive, but it's big enough that I think it will do a very nice job. But it was like it's so bad. But I got a little, I don't know, it's a hygrometer. I don't know, it measures the humidity in the air. It also measures the temperature, but I didn't really care about that. But it was like $8 on Amazon.
Nice
Happy
tits,
affiliate
dude. I can't
anniversary.
hear you ATM at work.
Nice tits, dude. Okay, wait, I did kind of hear that. I think maybe my desktop volume is just really quiet. I think maybe that's why I'm not hearing the text to speech very well. Skill issue on my part. Maybe I have old people ears. Maybe I'm old enough that my hearing is starting to go. I did notice a couple gray hairs the other day. because I washed my hair last night, and then I was like looking at my hair and I was like, damn, she got a couple gray hairs. She old. She in hag territory. Oh no. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Partner anniversary when? Never at this rate. All right, can I sit back down? Yes, it's been 15 minutes of standing desk. I can sit. No more uppies chat. My cat stole my chair. Oh my god. You can't sit there. That's my spot. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I have my chair back? Dude, she made herself so comfortable. She's like sprawled across my chair, straight vibing. Can I have it back? Can I have it back? Excuse me. Excuse me. Ow. Don't bite me. I just want my chair. You can sit anywhere else, but not my chair. Thank you. Can we say hi to Gorlock? Maybe? She kinda... I think she's mad at me because I kicked her off my chair. She tried to chomp on me when I was moving her. I'm like, oopsies. I am on a baked bean mentality. Is that like some Gen Z shit? What's a baked bean mentality? I don't know what that is. What are you doing? Hi. Don't wait. Cats, man. Cats. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I was like, yo, this is why I have to have a wireless mouse, because she just goes full sicko mode and tries attacking it. And she's trying to attack me now because she's mad that I kicked her out of the chair. She was so comfy. I felt bad, but I was like, I don't want to stand for several hours just because you decide to lay down on the one spot that I sit down on. Like, that's a skill issue. Ain't it crazy that humans can't detect moisture naturally? Can other creatures do that? Can most other creatures do that? I mean, I can detect it in the sense that my throat and nose and skin got really dry because it was really dry. Because apparently it's supposed to be, I think they say like 30 to 60% ideally for humidity level in like a home or an apartment. And mine's 25%. Hi, Gorlock. Okay, maybe Gorlock will say hi. Yeah? Okay, Gorlock says hi. That was hi, trust me. Now she's playing with the mouse cord. See, this is what I said. This is what I told you. I told you. Happy affiliate anniversary. Also, my fucking god, dude, same. The neat life is real, unfortunately. See, I wish I was a neat. I think I still have the neat tag on my streams, but technically I have a part-time job. And I have to go to said part-time job later tonight, which is why I'm a daytime streamer today. Normally I'm an evening streamer because I'm like a creature of the night. I sleep in, I do other stuff during the day, and then I stream in the evening. But my job really doesn't want me to be an evening streamer, which in some ways it's a good thing because I don't get like a lot of morning shifts, which is good because I'm not a morning person. But at the same time, the evening shifts, they overlap with my usual stream time, so I'm like, okay, I gotta adapt a little bit. Yeah, so, you know, being employed, but I get a good discount in my job, so it's not all bad. And I'm trying to get them to switch me to full-time employment because I need some dental. I need dental. I've moved a dentist appointment that I made like almost a year overall, because I originally made it last summer because it's been a couple years since I've been to the dentist because I haven't had like a job or a job with benefits in so long, and I was like, I don't have the money to just drop a couple $100s at the dentist out of pocket. And cat, come on. Okay. Thank you. And so I remember last summer I made an appointment with my dentist for like September, because I was like, okay, I'll try to save some money. I'll try to save a little, like a couple $100s for this appointment. And then the date started approaching and I was like, okay, I definitely don't have money for this. So I called and I was like, can we move this appointment? And I think I moved it a couple months to like December or January or something. And I was like, okay, this time I'll be able to save a couple $100s. It'll be fine. And then the date got close again and I was like, okay, I'm still broke, so no dentist for me. So I called them again and I was like, can we push this appointment back a couple months, please? And I think they booked it for March, so this month. And I think like a week or two ago I was like, yeah, it's still not looking great. So I called them again and I pushed it back to like the summer months, because I was like, okay, I'm kind of hoping my job will switch me to full-time and give me benefits by then. So even if I can't save the money myself, hopefully I'll have benefits and I can get a teeth cleaning. I can get yelled at for not flossing enough or something. Let's go health benefits. Yeah, I don't really want to work like full-time. Like if they schedule you for 40 hours, I'm gonna cry. But luckily full-time just means they schedule you for 20 or more hours a week. And I was like, honestly, 20 would be great. 20 hours a week plus benefits, and then I have some time to do like my other stuff. Like that would be perfect. I was like, do not put me down for 40 hours. I do not want that. I will fucking die. You'll never see me streaming again if they start putting me on the schedule for 40 hours a week. I swear to God. Dental stuff's such a headache. Please see a dentist annually. Yeah, no, you really should. But I mean, clearly sometimes you end up in situations like I'm in where I don't have any coverage from like I'm too old for my parents' coverage. I aged out of that a couple years back, and I also don't have benefits from a job during that time. And so the alternative is to pay out of pocket. But if you don't have full-time employment, which is what usually gives you dental coverage anyways, the chances of you being able to just front a couple $100s for a dentist appointment, not so high. Not so high. So I understand why people might not necessarily go every year, but if you can at all possibly swing it, it's like super worthwhile, because obviously in the long run you want to keep your teeth as long as possible. I think most people do anyways. Maybe you don't care about your teeth and you're like, yeah, fuck me up with some dentures or something, but I would like to keep my teeth. I would like to keep my own teeth. I have good teeth. I would like to keep them forever. My longest time away from the dentist was 6.5 years. That's a pretty long time. I don't know, mine, I'm not quite that long, but I'm not much better. Because I think last time I went to the dentist is when I lived in the city I used to live in. And I've lived where I live for almost 4 years, I think. So probably about 4 years since I've been to the dentist, which is much longer than it should be. I'm surprised no like issues have popped up in that time, like, you know, like a cavity bad enough for me to feel or something, and like, you know, just like tooth pain, because I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. My teeth are somewhat prone to getting cavities if I'm not really careful, so I guess I've been lucky in that way the past few years, but still not good. I'm gonna try to go to the dentist more regularly, especially if I can get coverage from my job. Yeah. I thought Canada had free healthcare. Yeah, currently dental is not counted in healthcare. I think they're working on having it included. I think right now they changed it so that I think it's for seniors right now it's included. And I think they're working on rolling it out eventually so that it's everyone's covered. Like it would be like counted under healthcare and covered for everybody. But yeah, for some reason, not previously. Which I think is kind of stupid because I feel like your dental health is very related to like your overall health. So I don't see why it wasn't included, but I'm glad they're at least working towards having it included. It's also not technically free. You pay it through taxes instead of paying a private company. Yeah, but you'd be like paying taxes anyways. So, I mean, our taxes are a little bit higher to sort of account for that. But at the same time, I feel like it's way better than me paying, I don't know, hundreds of dollars, hundreds if not thousands of dollars a year out of pocket, and them just being like, actually fuck you, you're not covered, have fun paying like a $30,000 medical bill. And I'd be like, I think I'll just pass away actually. So like, yes, it's kind of paid for indirectly, but it doesn't cost you as an individual nearly as much as it would for you to actually pay. And isn't it like roughly a third of people get denied by their insurance anyways for their coverage and then end up having to pay and having all this medical debt? I am not interested in private health insurance. Like that whole thing where that guy apparently murdered a healthcare CEO. I can't say I don't understand why that happened from what I know about the healthcare or health insurance companies that are the way they're run over there. Because they're for profit, right? They're for profit. So from their point of view as a business, they want to deny as much coverage as they possibly can because then they make more money. But from a personal standpoint, that would be fucking annoying. Because like, oh, imagine paying all this money every month, every year to have healthcare coverage, and then they find some stupid little loophole. They're like, oh, actually, because your doctor used syringe number 2 instead of syringe number 1, you're not covered at all. Have fun paying $100,000 out of pocket. Like, it's the stupidest thing. The fact that you can have health insurance for profit seems fucking insane to me as a Canadian. But I mean, it's probably, if you're used to it, it doesn't seem too weird, but it is fucking weird. It is insane, I think. I don't think we should be using murder to solve disputes, but at the same time, I do understand. I mean, I don't think we should be using murder either. It's still murder, but at the same time, it makes a point. It makes a point that people like complaining and like they don't care. They don't care if people complain. They don't care if people lose their lives. They're only there for their profits and themselves. But when it's their life at risk, now suddenly they care. So I kind of get, especially like people get really desperate. And like, especially with healthcare stuff, like it's really like, that's really like, especially like your life, that's your life. And if you're put in hundreds of thousands of dollars of medical debt because your health insurance company was like, no, I can see why you would be in a very desperate situation. And I'm surprised something like that didn't happen sooner, to be honest. But I wouldn't personally go off and murder somebody, but I can see why people would be in a desperate enough situation to do it with the way that those companies are run. Medical coding is funny. There's billing for being impaled by knitting needles and being struck by a turtle. How do you get struck by a turtle in a way where you would need medical attention? Like, does somebody just take a turtle and like chuck it at your head like a baseball? Like a knitting needle I can see, because they got like a pointy end, right? So I can see how that could potentially be used as a weapon or could injure somebody. The turtle one is a little some turtles are huge. Yeah, but like, how are you getting struck by a turtle? Is what I'm wondering. Because struck implies that it like fell on you or got like thrown at you or, you know, something like that. But I'm like, turtles are typically on the ground or in water. And so I'm like, how would one hit you? It's not like they're falling out of trees onto people's heads. It's not like they're going particularly fast. I mean, some of them got some speed to them, actually. Some of them got a little bit of speed to them, to be honest. I don't know if it's fast enough to actually get struck by one in a way that would hurt you enough to go to the hospital. Have you not seen Ninja Turtles? What? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Or a different thing? Is there actually a turtle called a Ninja Turtle? I don't know. I'm most familiar with like snapping turtles, which are kind of fucking scary. Have you ever seen one of them? I saw this video floating around Twitter recently on how like one was like eating a fish, but it just sat there with his big wide chomper open, and I guess they have like a tongue that looks like a little worm, and it wiggles around in there and lures a little fish in, and then when it gets in there enough, they just chomp their mouth closed like and then they eat the fish. I was like, that is crazy. That is crazy. But if you've ever seen a snapping turtle IRL, they're like big. They're pretty big. They're like hefty little things. I swear to God. I remember one time I was at a cottage. It was like a friend's or like a family friend's cottage when I was younger. I was like 8. Honestly, not a huge fan, because all I remember was there was these fucking big flies that would just bite you, which I hated. I was like, dude, this is so unfun. Every time I go outside, I'm just getting eaten alive by these fuck ass flies. But I remember one time there was this snapping turtle hanging around, and my uncle picked it up and moved it. And this thing was big, and it looked heavy, and it was mad. It was not impressed at being picked up and relocated. Snapping turtles can take your finger off. Oh, I believe it. Oh, they definitely can. But I'm not trying to put my hand or my fingers anywhere near one. Ideally. I haven't seen one in years because I don't know how common they are in the area I'm actually in, but I do remember seeing this one at this cottage I was at when I was a kid, and it was a feisty little fella. It was feisty. What game? There is no game. No game. Only yapping. The game of life, if you will. Some flies have nasty bites. Yeah, they were, I don't know if they were like horse flies or something like that. I don't know. We don't have them where I normally live, or if we do, they're not very common. But I remember they were like everywhere there. They were everywhere. Like, I'd go outside and just chomp, 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 chomp. And it was like, can you fucking chill? At least the flies here, they don't bite you. They just kind of like fly around and be annoying, which is nice. I appreciate that from them. The medical code for being struck by a turtle is W5922. I'm curious what other interesting medical codes there are. There's probably a lot, and you're like, does that happen often enough that it really warrants having its own code? But maybe. I mean, apparently there's like thousands of people a year in the US that shove stuff up their butt and have to go to the ER for it. So maybe not so surprising. I had to blow my nose. Horseflies are terrible. Yeah, I think that's what they were, and they were super annoying. They were the worst. I hated them. And but see, I don't know, maybe that's why I'm not outdoorsy now, because every time I went outdoors or got dragged to do outdoorsy stuff, it was like shit like that. I'm like, how is this fun? How is this fun? We're just getting harassed by insects and things. Like, that's awful. It's hot, it's sweaty, I'm getting bit by tiny little insects all day. How is this supposed to be enjoyable, right? It's way more comfortable to just be inside with the air conditioning and nothing tries to bite me except my crackhead cat. RO9A2, foreign body sensation in throat, e.g. swallowing a fly. Interesting. 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 How often do people swallow flies? I don't think I've ever have. Maybe I have. I might have swallowed a fly once. Have you ever been walking down the street and you're like talking to somebody and some fuck ass insect just like flies into your mouth and you just end up like swallowing it? I'm pretty sure that happened to me like at least once. Usually if it flies into my mouth, I'm like and I like it, you know, spit it out. But I've probably swallowed at least one insect. Probably. Why not then just long sleeves clothes? That way no flies or mosquito bites. You think that will stop them? Then they're just gonna bite you on the face or the neck or your hands. They'll find a place to bite, okay? If you have any skin exposed, they will find a way. I'm also pretty sure, depending on the thickness of your clothes, but if it's hot out and you're wearing a long sleeve, it's probably quite thin of a material anyways. I'm pretty sure mosquitoes can still bite you through that. They got a long little nose sucker thing. Is it a nose? I don't know what that's qualified as a body part. Just a long stick thing in their face. But I'm pretty sure they can bite you through relatively thin clothing, so that won't stop them. Honestly, mosquitoes don't really bother me too much because you can kind of put on bug spray and keep them away. Or if you're just hanging out on like a patio, then you can just burn one of those. I forget what they're called. It's almost like a weird incense, but they don't like it. It repels them. So they're pretty easy to deal with. Proboscis, long mouth. They just stick their long mouth in you. Freaky. Hello, mosquitoes. I feel like mosquitoes are easier to deal with than those fucking horse flies. And I don't know, mosquitoes don't hurt. Like, if they bite you and stuff, they make you itchy afterwards. But I feel like I'd prefer that over just getting a fucking bite out of my skin like several times over. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like mosquitoes are easier to repel than, I don't know how you keep a horsefly away from you. Just don't go outside, I think, is the solution to that. Or live somewhere where they don't live, which is where I currently live, I think, because I don't see them. Or maybe I just don't live close enough to the water to deal with them or something, but I don't have to deal with them, and that's all I care about. Those bitches are annoying and they hurt. They hurt. Insect repellent incense. It's like, it's like a little thing that you burn, and it's kind of similar stylistically to like an incense, but they usually make it in like a little circular pattern, and it smells kind of funny, not like bad, but not super good. But apparently the mosquitoes don't like it, so it keeps them out of the area. They are also attracted to people with O positive blood. No, that's cursed because I have O positive blood. That's actually fucked up. That's fucked up. Never going outside again. I need a new blood type. I've decided I no longer wish to be O positive. I would like to be AB negative. Thank you very much. Or basically anything that's not O positive. That is so interesting. I wonder if there's a reason for that, or do they know why? Or is it just kind of like one of those weird things? Horseflies are more around water and stuff. Yeah, that's what I think. And I don't think I live particularly close to big bodies of water. Maybe I do. I think anything in my area is more like a river, as opposed to like a lake or something. But when I went to this cottage as a kid, it was like on a lake. It was like up north a bit, I think, maybe. I don't know, because I was like 8, so I don't know geography wise, but I feel like it was up north. I feel like it was north more. Anyways, and there was all these fucking horseflies, and they were chomping on me all the time, and I was like, this is ass. Get them away from me. Ever heard of a moose fly? No. No. That sounds awful. I want that nowhere near me. Like citronella candles? Yeah, I think that's what they are. The citronella candles. So you just burn one of those and the little mosquitoes stay away. Although, alternatively, you can simply not go outside, which is my preferred method. Dragonix, thank you for 18 months. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Blood tastes good. Yes, yes. Actually, do you think vampires have a preference for blood type? I know vampires aren't real, or that's what they want you to believe, but do you think they have a preference for different blood types? In theory. Do you think they're like mosquitoes? Like human form of mosquitoes? And so like vampires prefer O positive blood? Would I be attractive to a vampire? I wanna live my own personal Twilight, but like slightly less cringe would be ideal. Oh, negative, since it's a universal meal. I think if you're consuming it as a meal, it doesn't matter. I think blood types only matter if you're transfusing them into another person. And the main reason for that is because if it has... Do you guys know how blood types work? I remember learning about how, like, what they actually mean, and it's really interesting. It's really cool, actually. And so basically, O negative is kind of like, I'd consider it like blank blood. Like, think of it as nothing on it. It's just blank. It's blank. And then the positive is like it has something on it. And A is another thing, and B is another thing. And so your body recognizes the A and the B and the positive if you have those. And if you don't have those, your body doesn't recognize them. So if you try to put A or B or positive into a body that doesn't have them, your body gets upset and it attacks it, and then you die. So that's why O negative is like the universal donor, because your body doesn't recognize anything on it because it's like a blank slate. It's like, ah, yes, this is acceptable. Yes, we like this. We don't recognize anything. We don't see anything. We don't know. We're happy. And then AB positive is like the universal acceptor because it recognizes everything. It doesn't, it's used to everything. So anything you put in there is like, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is chill. Yeah, this is cool. Doesn't diabetes make blood sweeter? Might take that into consideration too for flavor. Maybe. That would make sense. Because Diabetes is basically your body doesn't really produce insulin properly, and insulin is what tells your body to break down sugar. So I suppose that's probably accurate, that there's more sugar in the blood. So then do you think there's vampires that have like a sweet tooth, and so they prefer to drink blood from people with diabetes? Or maybe more like untreated diabetes, so they actually have like the elevated blood sugar? Because if you're treating it, then you're probably relatively normal, like blood sugar wise. But if it's untreated, they should be like, tasty sugar. But then if you're a vampire that doesn't have a sweet tooth, you don't like those ones. You go for the ones that are like healthier, or I don't know, less sugar in the blood. You want more of like a savory flavor. Oh my god. Pee will smell sweet. I think kidney is failing. Oh yeah, isn't that another indicator of diabetes? Is if your pee smells sweet, because you end up with like sugar in your pee. I forget the reason for that. I assume it's because since your body's not breaking down the sugar, it just ends up getting peed out. I don't know if your kidneys know what to do with sugar. I have no idea. I forget. I learned some of this stuff when I was in school, but it's been a long time, so it's like I don't remember all the details. Imagine getting rejected by a vampire due to how your blood tastes. Oh, sorry. You're diabetic and your blood sugar is too high, and I'm on a diet, so I'm trying to lower the amount of sugar that I consume, so a fucking diet, the vampire on a diet is fucking crazy. Oh my god. Or like, I wonder if that would apply too if you have like high cholesterol or anything like that. So they'd be like, oh no, sorry, it's not healthy. It's too much cholesterol. I'm trying to watch my cholesterol, and I'm trying to watch my sugar intake. So, you know, it's kind of funny to think about. If you have high cholesterol, you're like a cake. Oh my god, like high cholesterol, high blood sugar, dude, you're just a fucking dessert at that point. Oh my god. Oh my, this is reminding me that I should probably go get some blood work done. I'm probably due for some blood work, to be honest. It's been how long's it been? I don't know. I feel like it's been a couple years since I got a proper checkup, but I should probably get some blood work done. I feel like I'm probably deficient in a few things. I know there's probably a few like vitamins and minerals that I don't get nearly enough of, because I know that like my diet and the way that I eat is not always the best. I mean, there's days where, I mean, like yesterday, for example, I think all I ate was like a bagel with cream cheese and then iced coffee, and then I did drink a bunch of water because I was at my job for 7 hours and it was like dry as shit there, and all I did was chug water while I was there. And then I came home and I had a couple pizza pockets and another iced coffee, decaf. But as you can imagine, I'm not getting a lot of vitamins and minerals from a bagel with cream cheese and an iced coffee and pizza pockets. So I also wonder too, I kind of want to know if I have like low iron at all, because I feel like I'm always tired, even if I sleep kind of okay, which is not that often anyways. I feel like I always have like low energy and stuff, and I know that's one thing that's kind of common if you have low iron. It's probably associated with other things, but I feel like low iron is pretty common. Just got a full blood panel done last month. Yippee! I hope it came out well and you're like super healthy and everything's like super perfect and you're like this perfect specimen of health. I wonder what mine would say. I feel like I'm probably low on some stuff. I feel like I don't know. I fear my cholesterol might be a little high or something. But I should probably keep on top of things because I know somewhat recently, like in the past couple years, my mom got diagnosed with diabetes. So I have to be careful about that. So I'm trying to be more, I don't know, careful or aware of like the sugar that I'm consuming. I still dump sugar in my coffee though. Not like directly, but the coffee creamers I use, they're like flavored ones. So they have some sugar in them obviously, but that's like my thing. That's my thing. I'm not willing to give up my sweet little treat in the form of an iced coffee, okay? That's my vice. Is my sweetened iced coffees. But I try not to eat too much like stuff that's like just like really just pure sugar, like candy or like desserts and stuff. I don't really eat a lot of that stuff anyways because I don't keep a lot of it in my apartment. It's only if I go out of my way to buy them, if I'm like really craving them, that I have them. So yeah, but I don't eat the healthiest in general. I need to eat more like vegetables, and I feel like I eat okay in terms of fruits because I feel like fruit's really easy to eat, but I could probably use more fruit, probably use more vegetables. What else? I don't know. Probably less carbs. I do love me some carbs though. Carbs are so convenient. I think that's the thing too, is that carbs are like the most convenient foods. Like buying a loaf of bread, buying pasta, and just keeping it around. Like they're like really shelf stable compared to fruits and vegetables in general, right? Carbs are a bussin', dude. I love carbs. I love me some carbs. It's not fair. Why do they make all the stuff that's not as good for you? Why is it all the best stuff, bro? It's not fair. Actually, you know what I need to eat more of? I eat more yogurt. I feel like that's a good substitute, especially like breakfast wise. I feel like some yogurt and berries or something, or yogurt and some sort of fruit is like a good breakfast type of food, or like even a snack, and as opposed to just making toast or something else. I'm also on like an oatmeal kick. I really in my oatmeal arc lately because it's like such an easy thing to bake, and I don't like cooking because I'm lazy, so I just be like, ooh, boil some water, ooh, oatmeal, tasty. I don't know if oatmeal's like insanely good for you. I think it's probably better for you than like bread. I'm not sure. And then I suppose you can also add fruit to that. Makes it a little bit healthier. And it's like filling. You stay full for a while, which is nice. You need D too. Vitamin D is really important. I need D, huh? Guess I'll have to go find some vitamin D. Lip bite. Depending on what you put in it, it is pretty good for you. Yeah. Well, does oatmeal has like a decent amount of fiber in it, question mark? I feel like fiber is another thing you're supposed to have a good amount of. I feel like all this stuff you're supposed to have a lot of, I struggle. Like protein, I feel like I don't eat enough protein. I don't know if I eat enough fiber. I doubt I get enough like any vitamin. I doubt I get enough iron. I need to start taking a multivitamin again, I think. I feel like that's probably the easiest option for me because I feel like the amount of planning and like mental effort that goes into making sure you get everything you need from your meals and like the food that you consume, I just don't have that kind of mental energy. Like I don't meal plan because it hurts my brain. I'm like, okay, I buy oatmeal. The meal plan is make oatmeal. I buy bagel and cream cheese. The meal plan is bagel and cream cheese. I buy banana. The meal plan is banana. The farthest I'm willing to go is like I'll buy some yogurt and some fruit and maybe some granola, and I'll be like, okay, the meal plan is yogurt and fruit and granola. Need fiber for healthy poops. Maybe that's my sister's problem. Maybe she doesn't get enough fiber. That's why she always has tummy hurt. Somebody get her some fiber stat. What's like fiber? What has a lot of fiber? I feel like oatmeal has a decent amount. Where do you get fiber from? Is it from the green leafy vegetables? Do they have fiber in them? I forget. I should just take a supplement. I should just take a supplement for everything. I no longer wish to consume food. I'm just gonna eat everything in the form of supplements. Just take like a giant handful of supplements every day, wash it down with my iced coffee, and I'm good to go. No, I do like eating food because food is yummy, but I think I don't like planning out food and stuff like that. I think I should probably get a multivitamin again. Ah! Kara, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I hope you had a great stream. Ah, you were also chatting. Yeah, we're just doing a little yapping today because I don't have a ton of time for stream today. Actually, I gotta make sure I actually keep an eye on the time. I think we still have lots because I just started like an hour ago. But I only have like a 3, maybe 4 hour window, and then I have to leave and go work my fuck ass job. So I'm just like trying to squeeze in a bit of a stream because I haven't streamed in like a week because of like my job, and my throat and my nose have been like super dry and stuffy and stuff. I'm like, ugh. I still sound like I'm sick, but I'm not even really sick. It's just like my apartment and my workplace are just dry. They're just so dry. It's like a desert. It's like a desert in here. Didn't you say you have work at 6? Yeah, so I want to make sure I'm done stream by 4, I think, at the latest. And then that gives me a little time to like get ready and just like chill, maybe like have a snack before I go in, maybe make another iced coffee, do like my gotcha dailies, stuff like that. And then I probably have to catch the bus at like 5:15 or something because the bus schedule is kind of whack. So I always end up at my job like 30 minutes early, but luckily they have like coffee there, and I can just drink coffee. I just sit there. I honestly, I feel like out of everybody that works there, I take the most advantage of the free coffee that they provide, and I feel no shame in that because I'm also the person that comes in on like 2 minutes notice for random ass shifts and like picks up extra hours and like helps out a lot. So I'm like, dude, if I want to come in and drink like 10 million coffees, I will. They don't care. It's not like they pay for it. Like my managers, it's not like they pay for it out of their pocket. It's like the company's budget or the store's budget. And it's so funny though. I'm known for just consuming the coffee there, because I remember one time I came in and I like turned on the little coffee machine. It's one of those ones that's like uses coffee pods. It's an espresso one, I think. It's really nice. It makes me want to get rid of my old Keurig and my old Tassimo and get one of these instead, low-key. And so the break room where the coffee machine is like right next to the office that the managers use. And so I like came in, turned on the little coffee machine one day, made my little coffee, and then my one manager walked by and she's like, okay, I thought it was you because I heard the coffee machine running. I was like, you know what, other people use the coffee machine too, but I think I use it the most. The hot chocolate is always gone at my work. Ooh. They actually had a bunch of hot chocolate at my job too, but I'm not as much of a hot chocolate person because it's I don't know, a little sweeter than what I want normally. But I remember one time, I think it was probably more over Christmas when hot chocolate's more popular, but they had bought a ton of Tim Hortons chocolate packets, like individual sachets, and they just had like a drawer of the Tim Hortons hot chocolate sachets. And I was like, let's go. I don't know if they still have some. I can't remember. I haven't checked, but I just use the coffee machine a lot. Not an addict, by the way. She can quit anytime. In my defense, I pretty much limit myself to like 2 coffees a day. So I make it sound like I'm chugging back like 10 coffees a day, but I'm actually not. And I've been trying to drink more decaf ones lately, and luckily they have a bunch of decaf ones at my job too. So like yesterday when I was there, yesterday I wasn't supposed to work, by the way. Yesterday was a day off for me, and I was gonna try to stream in the evening, right? And at like 3 p.m. my one coworker texted me and was like, are you able to work until 11 tonight? And I was like, sure. What time did you want me to start? Because it's like, really, I don't have any plans, and I want to buy a fancy humidifier for my apartment, so I'm like, I could use the extra money. And she's like, whenever you can come in, because I think she was supposed to start at 3 and work till 11. And I was like, okay, I can get there for 4 probably. And she's like, okay, thank you. And then when I went into work, they were saying that she came in and pretty much immediately left. She must have been really sick or something. And I was like, damn, that sucks. So that's what happened there. And it was fine. It was a fun day of work. I just like hung out. All like my favorite coworkers were working too, so it was super chill. Decaf is just brown water. I agree. I'm basically just drinking flavored water when I drink decaf coffee. It's no different, in my opinion, than using one of those like water flavor things and adding it to your water. I'm basically drinking water. I'm drinking flavored water, and I stand by it. Honestly, I would drink exclusively decaf coffee if it weren't for the fact that they don't make any good coffee in decaf. Like the coffee that I'm drinking right now, it's like a French vanilla flavored one. It's my favorite. It's super yummy, but they don't have anything similar in a decaf version. They have the only coffees that I can find that, okay, well, like in my defense, I'm making my iced coffees using instant coffee. So I'm talking about like instant coffees here. The only ones that come in decaf are just like plain. They don't have any of the flavored ones in decaf. So it doesn't taste as good as when I'm making the caffeinated one. Okay? It's just not as tasty. So that's why I keep drinking the caffeinated one, because it tastes better. Callie, please drop the skincare routine since you're an expert on dry ass skin. I don't know if you want my skincare routine, because I'm still dry. Like my hands are literally so dry right now. And no, I genuinely think a lot of my problems with dry skin are gonna be solved when I get a humidifier. So step 1, make sure your place is not dry as fuck, I think. And then after that, I guess it just depends. Are you talking about like your face being dry or like the skin on your body being dry? Because I use different things for my face and different things for my body. Because my face actually leans more towards being oily than being dry. But it's like the rest of my skin is dry. I use the men's 35-in-1 for skincare. Oh my, I hate you guys. I hate you guys and your fucking 2-in-1s, your 3-in-1s. If I can do one thing as a content creator, it's to convert at least a handful of men into using a separate shampoo and conditioner. Like, I don't understand. It's not like it takes a lot of time. It's nice to be in the shower for an extra minute. It's warm, it's comfortable, it's relaxing. You might as well just put some conditioner in your hair and let it sit for a minute and enjoy the shower. I don't know why you guys insist on fighting me on this. I'm correct. I am right, as I always am. 35 in 1 is crazy. No, there's no way there's a 35 in 1. I think it's very common to see 2 in 1 and 3 in 1, but 35 in 1 isn't real. And if it is real, I don't want to know about it. I already do that. Okay, you're based. But do you have a skincare routine? These are the things that I think are underrated for men. It's using separate shampoo and conditioner, and then having even like a very basic skincare routine. Even just having like a proper face wash and moisturizer for your face that isn't using like dish soap to wash your face, which is an actual thing I've heard of men doing. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, do not use dish soap on your face. Like, if you're gonna use soap that's not made for your face on your face, at least let it be stuff that's made for the human body. Like, if you're gonna use your 3-in-1, you know, shampoo, conditioner, body wash on your face, that's better than dish soap. But I promise, just like a $5 face wash from Walmart and like a $5 moisturizer from Walmart will do you a world of good. Truly, truly, truly it will. I shouldn't be using dish soap. No, you don't use dish soap on your face. Guys, please. Anything but that. Anything but that. Even if you use like a bar of soap on your face, that's better than the dish soap. There's L'Oreal 5-in-1, which is for body, face, hair, shave, and moisturize. Okay, I can see that because I have like a body lotion. I think it's like Nivea or something, but that's what I use for shaving. I don't use like a separate shaving cream or anything to shave my legs. I just use like a body lotion or a body wash, I guess. But this one's also like a moisturizing one, since my skin tends to be more towards like dry. So it kind of is 3 of those things. It is like a wash, a body wash, shaving, and moisturizing thing all in one. Kind of. Not as much as that's claiming to be. And I use like separate stuff once I get out of the shower to moisturize, like a lotion, but it is a little bit moisturizing. I do think it does serve that function to an extent. I tried to use something my GF had, but the 27 bottles had me confused. That is understandable. They usually are labeled. If you can read, they'll be like shampoo, conditioner. But no, that makes sense, because I remember when Nikki visited here, and he was saying, he was like, oh, I gotta pack like my like shampoo and conditioner and stuff and blah blah blah. And I was like, why? I was like, just use mine. Like, I know you don't give a fuck what you use on your hair. So I was like, save the space in like your bag and just use mine. And I remember I had to show him like what was what, because there's so many things in our shower. There's like, me and Nyx have our own separate stuff, so she's got all her like shampoo, conditioner, lotions, face washes, whatever the fuck, and I've got all mine. And so I was like, okay, these ones are mine. These are the ones that you can use. This one's a shampoo. This one's a conditioner. This one's a face wash. This one's a body a body wash. I had to like point everything out, because honestly, they all just look the same probably if you don't know what you're looking at. If you can read. No, I mean, there's a lot of words on the bottles that aren't actually just like what it is. They're like, oh, moisturizing, no sulfates, no parabens, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what the fuck does that even mean? You're like, where is the word shampoo, conditioner, body wash? Like, what is this? And especially because a lot of the bottles look kind of the same. They're just like pretty and they have like cute little designs on them. And you're like, okay, but like, what is it? What is it? Hi, Hysteria. Hi, I see you there with the any primers in chat. I don't even know though what all those skincare routine bottles are. I mean, I don't have an insane amount. I think I have a very reasonable amount of stuff because it's, for me, it's basically just I have my shampoo, my conditioner, I have a face wash, I have a body wash, and I have like I have an exfoliator in there too. I don't use that one all the time, but that was kind of nice. It's nice. Y'all gotta get on the exfoliating train, I swear to God. Y'all don't know what you're missing. Y'all be walking around here with all y'all dry skin. Just, nah, exfoliate that shit. You're gonna feel fresh as hell. Oh, you want me to stretch? Okay. Because I don't have water, I can't hydrate. They turned my water off for a few hours in my apartment, so I don't have water. I only have iced coffee. So I will drink the iced coffee. That's all you get. Wow. Batsuni, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Even just having a basic moisturizer makes a massive difference. That's all I do. Yeah. No, if you are only gonna have one thing that you use for skincare, I think moisturizer is probably the most important. And then if you have, I would say if you can, find one that has some SPF in it, then you don't have to use separate sunscreen. I mean, it's usually not great SPF, but I know just getting y'all to use like a moisturizer on your face is probably a big step anyways. But if you can get like a basic moisturizer with some SPF in it, that will do your face a world of difference. It'll do wonders. Especially, like, I think sunscreen and SPF in general is probably the best thing you can do for like anti-aging. Because I think the sun and like sun damage is probably one of the biggest things that causes you to look older as you get older. Because have you ever seen, you see it, it's really obvious in like white people that have spent a lot of time in the sun without sunscreen over the years, and you'll see someone who's like 40 and they're always like really tan and they have like horrible skin and they look so much older than they are. But then someone who actually wears sunscreen or doesn't go in the sun as much, they look so young. Pale, but young. Like, genuinely, I think this is very common with millennials, is that because I think we spend a lot more time inside than like previous generations, and we take like SPF and sunscreen a bit more seriously, and we don't smoke and drink as much as previous generations. We look pretty, like, I think we're aging a bit better than maybe our parents did. And I think it'll probably be true for Gen Z as well, because I think they're the same, where they spend a lot of time indoors and they don't smoke and drink as much, and they take things like skincare somewhat seriously. So I don't know, we'll see. I hope this applies to me. I hope I age well. I can't afford to get work done, so hopefully I age well. Do you read the chat on your YouTube stream? I do sometimes. I try. All right, there's a couple messages over there though. I missed them. I'm sorry. I've been moisturizing since I was a teenager, and I'm like, W. Yeah, I think it just depends to how, I don't know, like you are raised, because I feel like some people, I don't know, like they make it, they think it's like unmanly to care about like your skin or your hair, and I'm like, it's not. You're literally just applying like a moisturizer to your face. There's nothing unmanly about that. And like, do you want to look good as you age, or do you not want to look good as you age? Because I feel like just like using some basic skincare stuff is the difference between looking really fucking good in your 40s, 50s, 60s and not. Because like, honestly, I'm old enough now where like I see like good looking guys in their 40s, like I'm like, oh my god. And especially if they have like like they're aging well and they've taken good care of like their skin and stuff, and they often have like that salt and pepper look to their hair because they're starting to go gray but maybe not like fully gray yet. And like it can be such a look. Like you can look like really fucking good in your 40s if you take half decent care of yourself. All I'm saying, guys, you can go out there and pull those hot 25-year-olds in your 40s if you simply take care of yourself now. With this one simple trick, you can pull hot 25-year-olds in your area. Will, thank you for the gifted sub to Hysteria, by the way. Thank you. And Beaky, thank you for 7 months. Hi, welcome back, Beaky. Doctors hate her, yeah. You don't need plastic surgery if you just moisturize your fucking face for 10 seconds a day. Like, save millions, save thousands. No, but like genuinely, I think like younger women, like in their mid-20s, very commonly like somewhat older men. But you have to be like, I feel like you have to take care of yourself. So you can be like middle-aged, but if you like hit the gym like even like once or twice a week, and you like eat kind of okay, and you know, you take decent care of your hair, and you like moisturize from the age of 20 something onwards, like you can pull those 25-year-olds. I guarantee it. Would I recommend dating a 25-year-old as a 40-something-year-old person? No, not really. I feel like there's a huge difference in like maturity and just like life experience and life goals. But hey, if you want to go date a 25-year-old as a 45-year-old man, I'm not gonna stop you. if that's what gets you to take care of your hair and skin, then so be it. Gotta pull bitches while I'm gray. Yeah, maybe you can't pull bitches now, but give it a decade and then maybe you guys can pull some bitches. You can be in that age range where like the young women like you because they think you're like mature, but you're not. But because of your age, they like instantly think you're more mature and whatnot, but then it turns out you're just like a guy who just like plays video games, but you're just going gray. That's the key to pulling women, just age. See, the opposite is true for women. I feel like we're not supposed to age. They don't want us to age. Once we hit 25, it's Jover for us, apparently. I don't know though, I feel like it's becoming more like common, or like people are being louder about it. They're like, older women, we like older women, yay. And I'm like, okay, so we're allowed to age now. That's cool. I like that for us. I don't have to just die at age 35. That's great. You're the queen of not pulling bitches. I pull bitches. I've pulled bitches. I've pulled so many bitches. Well, at least 2 bitches. At least 2. possibly 3 or 4, which is more than some of y'all. So I will not be hearing it. Maturing is washing your ass as a man. I mean, ideally that would be something that you do from the beginning, from the age where you're old enough to wash your own ass. But better late than never, I guess. No, the amount of men that I hear about, mostly on Reddit, where they don't even wash their own ass. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's so many times it's like the person's girlfriend or wife on Reddit complaining. So not only do these guys not wash their own ass, but they somehow still got a girlfriend and a wife. So the fact that some of y'all can't pull, that's kind of sad. Some guy out there who doesn't wipe his own ass and doesn't wash his own ass has a wife. And you're still single. Think about that, chat. Think about that. My girl is 26 with the wrinkles. Hey, yo, you got a girl? Congrats. What do you mean they don't wash their ass? I mean that they don't wash their ass. Some of them don't even like wipe their ass, apparently. Cause they think it's unmanly, or they think it's like gay to touch their own butthole, to wipe or to wash it. And I'm like, sir, you are literally married to a woman. Like, that is a straight marriage. Wash your ass. I don't believe that. Unfortunately, it's true. You can go on Reddit and find many an example of such a post. And maybe they're not real, but with how many I've seen, I think at least some of them have to be real. And it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Oh, that's my alarm clock going off. I set it for now. So that I wouldn't wake up too late, but I actually woke up earlier, so that's good. Fellas, is it gay to practice basic hygiene? Like, that's what they think. That's what they think. And it's like, I honestly don't think it would be gay for you to shove like a dildo up your own ass. Like, unless you're literally attracted to men and having sex with men, it's not gay. Like, if you want to shove a butt plug up your butt, if you want to shove a dildo up your butt because it feels nice, like, that's not necessarily gay. Like, your girlfriend could peg you. That's still straight sex. Like, like, I don't understand. Like, they're like, anything to do with their own butt, they're like, oh nope, can't do anything or with the butt because that's automatically gay. And it's like, dude, that's where your G-spot is. The male G-spot is up the butt. I don't know what to tell you. Me on the toilet right now contemplating if I have to wash my ass or no after hearing this topic. Well, I mean, if you have to ask if you should wash your ass, the answer is yes. Honestly, if y'all don't have a bidet, y'all are sleeping on having a bidet. Like, even getting like a cheap bidet attachment for your toilet goes crazy. Okay? Y'all will feel fresh as hell. You'll save toilet paper. It's such a game changer. Literally, y'all need to experience this shit. It's kind of weird at first if you've never used a bidet, but especially if you just get like a cheap attachment off like Amazon or from Walmart or something, because it doesn't like heat up the water for you, so it's like, cold water up the butt. But you get used to it really quickly, and then it's actually like quite refreshing. Callie trying to say getting clapped is straight. I mean, yes, if it's with a woman. Okay, listen. If you're a man and you're having sex with a woman and she's pegging you, that is still straight sex. Nothing about that is gay. Like, not even a little bit. It's like if you're having sex with a woman and she sticks a finger up your butt and touches your prostate and it feels good. That's still not gay. Nothing about that is gay. Correct. Yeah. Literally, you can't have gay sex with a woman as a man. That's just not how that works. Okay, if you want to have gay sex, you gotta have gay sex with a man. You can't have gay sex with a woman as a man. It doesn't work like that. I've never been happier for headphones at work before. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, definitely wear headphones if you're watching this stream at work, because I just be saying anything. Y'all lucky I don't just randomly start moaning into the mic. I think I get banned off YouTube for doing that though. I think it's straighter to peg a dude than get pegged. Like, as a woman? Or are you talking? I mean, getting pegged by a woman is still straight. It's not guys' fault that God put the male G-spot in your butthole. Okay? It's not your fault. This is like those bro podcasts talking about women in relationships while being single and a virgin. Okay, well, I am single. I'm not a virgin, guys. I've done the segs. I've had the segs. I've had more segs than some of y'all. Not like it's hard, but speaking of hard, sorry. Like, y'all acting like I have no experience in this domain and like I know nothing. And while I don't have the most experience ever, I have some. I know enough. I've never pegged anyone though. No, I haven't pegged anyone. I would consider trying it if someone really wanted to. I wouldn't go to my way to do it. I wouldn't be the one to request doing it, but I could be convinced to do it potentially. I think it could be some fun. She is learned. I am learned. I am knowledgeable. Yes, I am a little bit knowledgeable, but not the most knowledgeable. But I've had my share of bitches in my time. I've had my share. You're too much of a pillow princess. Okay. I'm not always. I can do other things, okay? I just don't prefer it all the time. All right? I just, I like to be taken care of, and just like not have to do a lot of work, and just be like chilling. Come on, don't be haters. Pillow princess life. You guys are telling me that if you had the option to be a pillow princess 90% of the time that you wouldn't? Do you know how much nicer it is to just be able to like lay on your back and put in like minimal physical effort and have a good time? Like, that's superior. You guys telling me you wouldn't lay back and let the other person do most of the work? You telling me that's not amazing? Honestly, no. It's fun to do the work. Really? Okay, interesting. I'm surprised. I thought more of you guys would say like, yeah, that sounds great. I just want to lay back and like enjoy myself. Sitting on the lap while playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. You know what? I need underdesk support for when I'm playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. It's a really stressful game. I really need a way to de-stress while I'm playing it. Wait till you're doing the pegging and doing all the work. I don't know if that day will ever come. Like I said, I'm not gonna go out of my way to request to peg somebody, but you know, it's not completely out of the question. But yeah, I definitely don't prefer to be the one doing all the work. I definitely prefer to just be vibing. Under desk management, like doing cable management. Actually, yeah. If anybody wants to do that kind of under desk support, I actually really need it. I really need to figure out my cable management because I tried to do it one time and it didn't really work too great, and my cables are still not particularly managed. I think what I need is just like a little tray or like basket thingy that attaches to the bottom of the desk that I can kind of just shove the cables into. So, well, it won't be like the most organized, but it'll at least be kind of out of the way. I think that would be like a reasonable compromise for what I'm working with. The P spot isn't the G spot. I know, but it's funnier to call it the male G spot, okay guys? It just sounds funnier than saying like P spot or like prostate. Sorry, I'm dying. Sir, I need my cables managed. Yeah, you have someone and they get under the desk and they start trying to do like sexy stuff to you and you're like, no. That's not what I meant by under desk support. My alarm keeps going off. I think I accidentally snoozed it. It's not turning it off. Yeah, okay. Alright, it's off now. Degeneracy is setting your alarm for 2 p.m. I swear to God. I mean, it basically is. What, the prostate being the male G-spot? I think it's a good comparison. I think it makes sense to call it the male G-spot because it's like the similar idea. It's just up your butt. So you're not gonna find it unless you know, put a finger up there or have somebody peg you or whatever else. I actually need my cables managed, no innuendo. Like, unironically, just get under there and like manage the cables. Just make them look decent. They don't need to be amazing, they just need to be a little out of the way. Because right now they kind of just hang there and I don't really know what to do with them. Because I thought before about getting something that kind of like attaches to the wall behind the desk that can kind of like serve as something for the cables to sit in. But because I have an adjustable desk, it makes more sense for it to be something that's like attached to the desk itself and then moves with the desk. So yeah, I need something like that. It's kind of what I tried to do before. I got like this little cable management kit and I used it, and so the cables are like partially managed. From the top of my desk, everything looks really good. And some of the cables like run really nicely under the desk and they look really good. But a lot of them just kind of ended up hanging there. Cause I tried to attach it's like a power bar / surge protector that a lot of the stuff's like plugged into for power, and I tried to attach that to the bottom of the desk with I don't know, like command strips or something, and it just ended up falling off. So now it just kind of hangs there. So that's like the main thing. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think some sort of tray or basket that attaches under the desk somehow, like I don't know how it would attach, but and that I could kind of shove that into and just kind of have it there and not like hanging so much. I think that would suffice. I think that'd be good enough. I can hear them from the room over, don't you worry. Oh my god. Nyx just came here to give her opinion on whether pegging is gay or not. You don't need her opinion. She's gonna say the same thing that I did, I'm sure. We'll see. But yeah, if she's awake, she can definitely just hear me from the other room. I don't think I'm talking so loudly that I would like wake her up, because I'm using my like Apple headphones and I only have one ear, like one earbud in my ear, so I can like hear how loud I'm being, so I know I'm talking at a like normal talking volume and not like fucking screaming into the mic. So because I know she normally is still asleep at this time. Or like still trying to sleep at this time. My room is too hot to sleep. Yeah, it's kind of warm in my room too. I think it's because it's starting to warm up and it's also really sunny today, so it's just like heating up. Everything is just heating up, and I don't know, it's hot and it's dry. Hey Nick, actually, while you're here, question: do you have a spare mouse? I think I remember you getting an extra of the wireless mouse when you got yours, question mark. Perchance, if you do, could I borrow that one until I order a new one and give that one to you? Because mine has decided it doesn't wish to charge anymore. And so I pulled out my old wired mouse from the depths of one of my baskets in my closet, and it works fine enough. But my crackhead cat thinks it's a toy, so it's like impossible to do anything half the time because she just thinks it's a toy. So Gorlock likes mice. She likes cables. She thinks everything's a toy for her. Anytime I open the drawer where I keep like the cables and stuff, she's like so interested. She's like, is this for me? Is this for me? She's like trying to grab the stuff. I'm like, no, you have things that are for you, and these are not them. What kind/color cats do you have? Oh, I have 2 voidlings. I have 2 black cats. Actually, if you're not already in the Discord, I would join because there's a pets channel in there. And I've posted both of my cats in there before, so if you want to see what they look like, there's no shortage of pictures. They're very cute. They're very cute. They're very cute. Ellie is the older one. I've had her for like 8 or 9 years. She's small and she's the one that probably needs dental surgery. And she, I don't know, I feel like she might have other issues because like she's underweight. I can't get her to gain weight, so I'm gonna take her to the vet again probably soon and see. I don't know if they have like special food they can prescribe that's like super high calorie or anything, because I've been giving her kitten food, but that's not working. And then my other cat, everyone calls her Gorlock, but that's not her name. But she is the younger one. I just adopted her in November. She's 1. She's a baby. And that's the one, when I'm saying that she likes to play with my cables and is a crackhead, that's that one. The crackhead one. Does your sister not have cats of her own too? Yeah, so those are my 2 cats. And then my sister also has her 2 cats. So we have a combined total of like 10 million cats. There's 4. There's 4. She has a name. I gave her a name. Her name is Ember, but we just call her everything else but that. Her name is Creature. Her name is Gorlock, the Destroyer. Her name is Little Voidling. But she has a name. You guys just don't call her by her name. But yeah, Nyx has 2 cats as well. She has Mabel and she has Lily. I feel like everybody's favorite is Mabel because she's got like such a cute chubby face and she's got like these big round eyes and she's just so cute and squishy. But I'm biased. I like my cats better. Who the fuck is Ember? That's Gorlock. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, even if when I give her an actual name, you guys are like, that's not her name. Her name is Gorlock. Also, hi, Boofy. Good morning or good afternoon, I suppose. It's not. See, look, I told you guys her actual name, and you guys are like, no, it's Gorlock. Her name is Gorlock. Like, okay. I mean, you can call her whatever you want. She's a cat. She doesn't care what you call her. I just needed an actual name to tell the vet when I take her to the vet. I'm not telling them my cat's name is Gorlock. I'm blowing my nose again. The Discord link is invalid. Oh. Let me see. Why is that? Oh. I know why. I'll fix that at some point. I would tell the vet that my cat's name is Gorlock. I'm sure they've heard crazier pet names. Like, I'm sure they've had people come in and like, this is my cat, Sir Fluffington, the Destroyer of Worlds, the third, or whatever. I just want my cat to have a normal name, a normal-ish name to tell the vet. Like, this is my cat, John. This is my cat. Wouldn't it be funny if you just named your cat Cat and then you had a dog named Dog? I'd be kind of boring, low-key. Even though I do kind of call my cats just like Cat half the time. Like, hello, Cat. Like, I wake up and my cat's there and I say, good morning, Cat. So maybe they think that their name is Cat. Had a friend who named their cat Puppy. That's an interesting choice for sure. I don't know. You know what? I've actually met several people with dogs named Callie. Maybe I named my VTuber self after somebody's dog. I don't know why. I haven't seen it as like a person name very often. I feel like it might be something that people name their kids sometimes, but I've met several dogs named Callie, spelled exactly the way that I spell it. K-A-L-I. Guys, maybe I'm a dog. Maybe I'm actually somebody's dog. That's like naming your child your name or their first name and last name the same. Ooh. I've seen some pretty bad names that people have given their kids. Like, genuinely, I think people name their pets better than they name their kids sometimes. It's like, it's really sad. You were so not a puppy girl. Stop that. I could be. Harp, harp, harp. Woof. Bark. Arf. Bark. Bark. Yeah, I'm not really a puppy girl. I feel like I could be a cat girl more than I could be a puppy girl. But I don't really think I'm cut out for either, to be honest. All the humans I know with the name spell it Callie, C-A-L-L-I-E. I feel like there's a lot of ways to spell it. But yeah, anytime I've seen a person with that name, it's usually spelled more like that. And then anytime I've seen it like a dog named Callie, it's K-A-L-I. So like my name. And then sometimes people name their cats Callie, but it's usually calico cats. And they spell it, I think, C-A-L-I, because it's like calico, but shortened. It's like, this is my calico cat, Callie. Like, oh wow, you really popped off with that one. How insanely clever of you. It's like when somebody names their orange tabby Tiger or something, and I'm like, oh wow. Or their black cat like Midnight. I'm like, ooh, wow, you really popped off with that one. How long did it take you to think of that? If I meet anyone named Callie, I'm fighting them on sight. What do you mean it's I-E? I mean, could be worse. They could spell it with like an I-E-G-H on the end. I think that'd be like the most cursed way possible of spelling Callie. I know there's someone out there too, probably with it spelled like that, and I feel so bad for them. Like, why would your parents do that to you? Of all the different ways that you could possibly spell it, and you went with that. Oh my god, bless their heart. Callie with the just the Y. I hate that. See, that reads more like Kaylee though. Like if I saw somebody's name spelled C-A-L-Y, I would probably assume it was Kaylee. I feel like it has to have 2 L's in that case for it to be Callie. Callie is short for calligraphy. Can you imagine somebody named their kid calligraphy, but then they just shortened it to Callie, and they just called their kid Callie, and they never told them, and then one day the kid found out that their official name on their birth certificate actually says calligraphy? That would be fucking crazy. Calligraphy Kazahana. No, I hate that. No, I could be like Calico Kazahana, and then I could be like a calico cat, a cat girl. Look, hear me out, guys, hear me out. Their entire life is a lie. I mean, I've heard of people that they didn't know, they thought their name was spelled like one way their entire life, and then they found out later that it was spelled differently. I'm like, how does that even happen? Like, do you not, like in school, don't they like teach you how to write your own name and everything like that? I'm like, how would you go years of your life and not know how your name was actually spelled? It might have been like a middle name or something, maybe. I'm not sure. But I'm like, even still, like, how does that happen? California Kazahana. Wouldn't that be so funny? Okay, wouldn't it be really funny though if I was actually from California and not Canada, and I named myself Callie, like C-A-L-I, Callie, and then I don't know, Kazahana with a C maybe? Would that work? And that's the warm weather version of me. Callie Kazahana with the K's is the Canada version, the cold weather version, and then I moved to California and I renamed myself Callie Kazahana with the C's. You need to put on the Valley Girl accent. Okay, wait, let me see if I can. Okay, what does the Valley Girl accent sound like? I might have to look it up, honestly. I need some inspo. Because I think I can do it, but I kind of forget how it sounds. Okay. Valley Girl accent. Top 10 memorable Valley Girl accents in pop culture. I like how it's just like white chicks and Clueless and shit. All right, let's see. I need the inspo. You kind of already have it, do I? Yeah, I can see it, honestly. Okay, wait. Let's get some inspo.
For this list, we're looking at our favorite performances of that singular Southern California.
Not the Miss Mojo. I didn't realize it was a Miss Mojo. OMG. They're all separate words. You will get into it. OMG. Oh my god. Hi. Welcome to the stream, guys. Oh my god, you're right. It worked. It worked. Welcome to Watch Mojo. I feel like it doesn't sound as good because I sound like stuffed up. But I feel like I got the general gist of it. Watch Mojo. Goated. Yeah, no, it's like, oh my god. Yeah, good times. Welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down the top 10 worst VTubers. At the top of the list, Callie Kazahana. Are you from West or more Eastern Canada? I'm guessing Central or West. Central West area, I guess? I'm not really sure what counts as like Central But yeah, wait, east, west. I don't actually. I think I mixed up east and west. Don't talk to me. Yeah, no, I'm not west. I'm not west because west is like British Columbia. I'm not BC. I'm too poor to be living in BC. Like Vancouver is really nice, but it's so expensive. I would love to like visit there for a bit or something. I would like to visit other parts of Canada too, but yeah, no, I'm too poor to be living in BC for real. I mixed up east and west. It was crazy. Shut up. I forgot to say never eat sour watermelon in my head, and then my brain was like, west. No, wait, that's no. See, that's why you always gotta say the little mnemonic thing. Otherwise, you'll be like me. You'll think west is east and east is west, and then everyone will make fun of you, and then you're gonna cry yourself to sleep. Central East makes sense. Yeah, somewhere Central East-ish, probably. Maybe I live in Toronto. I don't live in Toronto. Maybe I'm Drake. Guys. He's from Toronto. Again, Toronto is too expensive. And I've been there before, and it's really fucking crowded. And I don't like it. It's loud, and it's busy, and it gives me sensory overload. It's awful. It's awful, and it's expensive. There's no redeeming qualities at all. Everywhere is expensive, to be honest. Yeah, I need to live in one of those like small rural areas that there's like 3 people in the entire town, and since there's like no redeeming qualities of the area and there's nothing there, it's like $3 for rent. But they don't have internet. You can only get like dial-up in 2025. See, I can't live somewhere like that either because I need good internet. So I need to live somewhere where I can have good internet. Luckily, I have fiber. I'm able to get fiber internet where I am, so I have really good internet. But yeah, I could not live somewhere without good internet. But I feel like that's the cheapest places because they're just like so out nowhere and no one wants to live there because there's nothing going on. And since nobody lives there, they don't feel the need to like build up the infrastructure as much and like make it accessible to have like that good internet and stuff. So I need to live somewhere that's got some stuff going on and some access to good internet and things like that, which means I have to live somewhere that's not dirt cheap. Nari, thank you for the raid. Welcome. I hope you had a great stream. You were playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Ooh, I have not played that. I have heard about Kingdom Hearts, but I have not played it. I hope you had lots of fun. Early stream. Yes, an early stream. It's because I have to work tonight. I like 6 p.m. So we're gonna do a little short stream, and then I'm gonna go do a capitalism later. Smudge. I have to make money. I have to go make my $3 an hour at my job. I make more than $3 an hour, just so you know. I make slightly above minimum wage, not the flex. 2 to 3K for a shack and a pot to piss in, take it or leave it, no utilities included. That's what it's like, I swear to God. I mean, my place isn't that bad. I think, okay, so I live in Canada, and most of Canada, I think, has rent control. I think they changed it a little bit, so like places built in the last few years are not rent controlled, but my building is older than that, so my place is rent controlled. I don't think I could live somewhere that's not rent controlled because I'm not in a position where if somebody was like, oh, actually, we're just gonna bump up your rent by $200 a month, like I would be like, okay, Guess I'm homeless now. Like, that's just fucking insane that people can do that to me. But they can't. They can only raise it by a couple percent every year. So because of that, and because we've lived in the same place for the past 4 years, our rent hasn't gone up too much. We pay like 1,400 Canadian dollars for a 2-bedroom place, 2-bedroom apartment, which I think is fairly reasonable. It's fairly reasonable. But when I looked, the same apartments in the same building as mine, now they're listing them for like $1,700. They're listing them for like $300 more a month than what we pay, because we have rent control and they can't charge us that. I'm like, it's actually crazy to me. I think what in the US, they don't have rent control at all, do they? Or do they in like some places? Is it on like a state by state basis or something? I'm not sure how it works, but I genuinely don't know what I'd do if the landlord was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna up your rent by $200 a month. Like, I don't have $200 a month extra. Like, I have $5 in my bank account right now. Like, and then it's so expensive to move though. That it's like, I can't afford to move. I can't afford to pay more in rent. I can't afford to do anything. I'll just lay down and accept my fate, I suppose. It's state by state or city basis. Yeah, see, that just sounds like a hassle. I would be so stressed out with that. I'm a fellow Canadian, happy. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that are nice to have that we have in Canada, especially if you don't have a lot of money. I feel like the healthcare being the way it is, and the housing and the rent control being the way it is, I feel like it just protects those of us that don't have a lot of money from being like completely screwed over. Like, the housing market is still kind of booty cheeks, but at least I know if I find a place with a good deal that like they're not just gonna fuck me over in a year when my lease ends. So, and I'm at the point right now where unless I start making like hella money and can afford to get like a bigger place, like, I'm not moving anytime soon, because it would just immediately cost me more money, and I'm like, why would I do that? Like, is my place the best? No. But will it suffice? Yes. Is it relatively cheap? Yes. They can up it if you're renewing your lease. Well, yeah, but isn't it usually, don't you usually sign a lease for like a year, and then once the year is up, at least how it works for all the places I've been is they don't like renew the lease. You just become like on a month-to-month basis, and they can, like, on that date each year, they can increase the rent by the amount that they're allowed to, which is like a few percent each year. But I don't have a lease anymore. I had a lease for the first year that I lived here, I think, and then after that it's just kind of, yeah, you just pay them each month, and yeah, so it's not like a year-to-year basis, it's more of like a month-to-month basis. So like you can kind of like up and leave anytime. You still have to give them like 2 months notice and all of that, but they can't really like kick you out unless you don't pay like rent. And then they can like maybe evict you. Happy affiliate anniversary, thank you, thank you, thank you. Down here we can choose to renew the lease or go month to month, but month to month is typically more expensive. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because here it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't change what you pay. It just gives you a little bit more flexibility. Like, if you are planning to find a new place, you can kind of keep an eye out, and then if you find something, you can let your current place know that you'll be moving out in like 60 days, and then that gives them, you know, that time to find somebody, like a new tenant and whatnot. So you don't have to commit every year to like a new 1-year lease once your first year lease is up. So it's kind of nice. I like the way it's set up here. because after the first year, like, you have a lot of flexibility. So if like me and my sister start making more money and we want to get like a bigger place, or maybe we each want to get our own place or whatever, like we can kind of start looking whenever. Like, we don't have to wait till our lease is almost up or anything like that. Like, we can just kind of like see what's out there. But that's not really in the cards just yet. I think I would enjoy having my own place. Honestly, I've never had a place like 100% to myself, but it kind of depends. Like, I think if we were in a position where we could afford to like buy a house together, I think we would do that. But if I was just gonna be renting a place anyways, I think I'd probably just rent myself like a 2-bedroom if I could afford that, because then I could have like a bedroom, and then I could have like an office space to myself, and then I just have the place to myself. I can keep it as clean as I want. I won't have to do anybody else's dishes. Just me and my 2 voidlings hanging out. Places near me want like 1K for just a room in a shared house. That's actually fucking insane. That's crazy. I remember when I was a student, I paid 425 Canadian dollars for a room in a house. And it was like a decent sized room. It wasn't like a tiny little shoebox. Like, I had the bed that I have now, which is a queen size bed, and then I had a big desk, and I had like a closet in there, and I had like a dresser. So like, it was not a bad deal. It was not a bad deal. So like, the fact that people are charging $1,000 just for a room in a house is crazy. Cause like, me and my sister, like I said, we pay like 1,400 Canadian dollars for a 2-bedroom apartment. And I don't have to deal with random ass roommates. I just have to deal with one, and she's related to me, and she's stinky. Hello Jello, welcome in. Gonna head out, but keep up the great work. I'll definitely be back. Just got some stuff to do. W streamer. Have a good day. Good luck with whatever it is that you're doing. I know if you guys are in a similar time zone to me, you're probably like at work right now, or doing like work activities. Or if you work from home, you're probably just pretending to work and just watching the stream. Not trying to call out anybody in the chat, but how do I get one of them there work from home jobs where you just kind of like touch the mouse once per hour, and then you're like, oh, whew, tough day at work, and then they pay me like $200,000? How do I get one of those? I need a job like that. Been a while since I was in college, but I live in a big city and still had to pay like $900 for my half of the apartment. Price differentials be cray. I mean, $900 for half of an apartment isn't insane for a big city. Like, that's kind of what you'd expect. Like, I lived in a 4-bedroom house and paid $425, and everybody else paid like $425. So I mean, it was okay. It was good. It was like a decent location. Like I said, I had a pretty okay sized room, and we had laundry, and we had a dishwasher all built into the house. So it was pretty good. It was like right on a transit route, so I just like hopped on the bus and went to the campus and all that. It was good. It was good. It was a pretty good deal, honestly. I think most other places were a bit more than what we paid, but we lucked out a little bit, so that was nice. Amanda makes 6 figures and works from home. I need me one of them jobs. That's what I need. I mean, I guess that would be like streaming if it made me 6 figures. I could just like sit at home on my ass, yapping at you guys, making bank, but maybe one day. I've been saying that for years. I'm like, oh, maybe one day it'll make me lots of money. and every year it makes me like $3. Can't wait to file my taxes and see that I made a net profit of like $7 streaming last year, because I just spend all the money on whatever. In Seattle, my 120 square foot apartment was 1800, 120. I hope you mean 1200. I hope you mean 1200 square feet and not 120, because that is 120 square feet is like one room. That's crazy. No, it's 120. No, bro, that's not real. That's so expensive. Like, that's literally a bedroom. My bedroom is probably that same size. What the fuck? Because I think our entire apartment is, I want to say it's just under 1,000 square feet, like 900 and something maybe. And we have pretty good sized bedrooms. I mean, we both have a queen size bed and like a streamer setup in it. Not really much else space besides that, but the fact that we can fit those things in there is pretty good, because I've seen bedrooms that are just like so small. You can fit like a twin bed in there, maybe like a side table. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Thank you for the 10 biddies. Thank you. That was a deal for Seattle. Okay, well, good thing I never plan on living in Seattle, I guess, because that is way too fucking expensive. What the fuck? I mean, there's probably areas in like cities in Canada that are comparable and expensive like that. Like, I'd be curious how much stuff costs in, I think the most expensive cities are probably Toronto and Vancouver. I'd be curious how much stuff costs there. I feel like probably a small apartment is $2,000 or $3,000 minimum in those areas, which is crazy to me because I don't even make that much money in a month. I'm like, how are people affording these places? You gotta get like 6 roommates to afford a 2-bedroom apartment or something. Seattle do be on the other side of BC, Vancouver after all. Oh, is that where Seattle is? That's like over in that area. Guys, I do not know American geography, okay? Do you guys remember? There's a YouTube video of it, but it was a stream I did where I tried to, or it's like part of a stream, where I tried to label the US states. It did not go well. I did not do well. Okay? And I think I still, even though I did that, I think I still would maybe get like 5 right if I tried it again, because I don't remember anything that I learned from that. Alabama has the lowest housing prices. How low we talking? Should I move to Alabama, guys? I don't even know if I could, because I'm obviously Canadian, and I don't know, do you get like a work visa? How does that work if you want to work in the United States and you're like Canadian? Do you get like a work visa or something? I don't want to live in America. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to live there. I like where I live, and I guess I do have my job here, and I mean, I can stream from anywhere as long as there's decent internet, but you know, I like my job as much as I would like any similar job, so I might as well keep it. No, I'm joking. I do not want to live in the US. I am good. I like Canada. It's got its own issues, but overall it's a nice place to live. I enjoy it here. Most US states are between 250 to 300K for housing. What, to buy a house? How much to like rent an apartment? I'm not in a position to buy a house, guys. Okay, I have like $7 in my bank account. I can't afford a down payment. No, wait, hear me out. I make my new, like, I don't know, I could put it as like a throne goal or something, as a joke, like down payment on a house. How much is a down payment on a house, guys? That's too much. It's like It's like, what? Well, how much is a house? And then it's like 5% of that? I don't know. I've never bought a house. I don't know if they would approve me to buy a house. I don't know if they'd let me get a mortgage. They'd be like, bitch, you don't make no money. Average US rental is $1,500 a month. Ooh, that's a little more expensive than what I pay. Especially because I pay in Canadian dollars. And the Canadian dollar is much worse. So I am paying like much less. I think I pay the equivalent, well, between me and my sister for our apartment, I think it's about $1,000 if it was in USD. So, and we don't live in like an insanely low cost of living area. I think it's probably somewhere, and it's like average, I think probably. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think we have like a relatively good deal, like I said, because of rent control. 20% is traditional for a down payment. Dude, I'm pretty sure a lot of houses are like $500,000 or $600,000, like for like a basic house. Canadian dollars, mind you, but still. So you're telling me I would need 20% of like, okay, let's say I found like a really cheap house for like 400,000 Canadian dollars. You're telling me a down payment would be like $80,000? Where the fuck am I getting $80,000, bro? I make like maybe $20,000 a year. What the fuck? Never gonna own a home. Never gonna own a home. It's cool. I didn't want to own a home anyways. It seems overrated. It's whatever. I'll just live in a tent in the forest and just steal somebody's Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. Apparently the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment is $2,971 in Canadian in the city I live in. That is so expensive. Like, that's actually insane to me because, like I said, I don't even make that much in a month. Like, even, oh my god, even if my job moves me to a full-time position and gives me like 20 or 30 hours a week and then like dental and stuff. Wait, let me pull up the calculator. Let me see. Calculator. I usually use my calculator on my phone, not on my computer, so this is weird. Okay, so let's say I work 20 hours at my job, and let's say most months have 4 weeks in them. What the fuck?
$79,999.
Oh my god, we're almost there. Oh my god, I'm rich. Thank you, Spanish. Don't eat for 4 years and you'll be good. Yeah, but what about rent? What about bills? I still have to pay those. Okay, let's see. If my job gives me 20 hours a week, I will make... Well, I don't know. I'll have to see. I don't know how much taxes I take out. Let's just ignore taxes for now. Okay. So if I work 20 hours a week at my job, I will make about $1,500 Canadian before taxes. And then let's assume I make like $3 streaming. No. I can probably assume that I make like at least a few $100s a month from my streaming related activities. It's not, I'm not making like hella bank off this shit, okay? I promise you. It's not enough to live on its own, which is why I picked up a part-time job. That's no good. Yeah. But I mean, if I worked 40 hours a week at my job, I'd make like $3,000, but then I would never stream because I'd be too tired. So ideally 25, maybe 30 hours a week at my job. But like I said, like I only pay $700 for my rent, and then maybe like another 100 for utilities and internet. So I can get by. I can definitely get by on the amount that I make working part-time. And then, I don't know, anything I make doing like streaming, in theory, can be like savings. But that's not gonna be enough for a down payment on a house. Well, maybe in like 20 years. Maybe in 20 years I'll have enough. Only 700 is a steal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was talking about how we have rent control here, right? So because we've lived in the place that we've lived for almost 4 years, they can only raise the rent by like a couple percentage each year. So right now we're paying like $1,400 Canadian per month, but they're listing apartments in our building for like $300 more than that. So anyone who's moving in here now is paying like several $100s more a month than we do, because we've been here for years. And that's why I'm like, I'm not moving unless I like have hella money. Like either enough to get myself like a nice apartment by myself, or enough that me and my sister could like straight up just buy a house, like a 3 or 4 bedroom house, and just have like our own bedroom each and our own office each. But outside of that, like there's no reason for us to move. 3 whole whopping doll hairs a year. Yeah, I'm just like rich. Streaming makes me rich, guys. Don't look at my bank account. Yesterday I went into work like unexpectedly, so I basically got asked to come in, and then I caught the bus like maybe 10 or 15 minutes later. So I didn't even think about it. I didn't bring anything to eat with me to work. So I was like, okay, I work in a mall, so I can like buy myself something to eat. I had to check my bank account to make sure I could afford to buy myself something to eat. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. It'll be a little better like in the upcoming months, because I did just start back at my job, so I've been kind of like really tight on money for the last month or two, and now that I'm starting to get hours and paychecks at my job again, I'll be a little more chill. I won't be like fighting for my life with like $5 in my bank account, hopefully. But still working on that. Start your own streamer house. I don't want to live in a streamer house. That sounds awful. I mean, technically we live in a streamer house because it's me and my sister and we're both streamers, but we just live in an apartment and we just happen to be streamers. It's different than a streamer house. I feel like streamer houses are like chaotic and everybody's always doing like antics and being like crazy, and I'm like, I just want to chill most of the time. And then like if I'm being a little crazy on stream one day or like a little rowdy, that's one thing, but like I don't want to live in a streamer house. I feel like streamer house is for someone who like people who are like 20, like young. I'm not young like that no more. I don't want to have like 6 roommates who are all crackheads. Okay, 1 cat girl roommate is enough for me. Oh, this calculator's still open. Girl, you need to get the app that has chatters pay for meals. I think I set that up at some point. I don't know if I actually linked it anywhere though. Let me see, because it's like treat stream, right? Let me see. Treat stream. I swear I set it up, but I think I just never linked it, so nobody actually can do it. I'm smart like that, what can I say? Ew, it's like got my old username. That's gross. Can I change the username? I want to change the username that's associated with my account. This is cringe. I have 53k Cali points. Ooh, you only need like 437,000 more, and then you can end stream. I actually feel like somebody out there might be kind of close to being able to make me end stream one day. I'm scared. But I feel like if somebody's gonna do that, they're gonna do it like 1 second into stream. I'll be like, start stream, woo! And they'll be like, end stream. And I'll be like, okay, have a good night. With the current economic situation, people are gonna have to swallow their pride and group up to afford a roof and meals eventually. It's just such a shame that that's the case. Because I feel like if you're working full time, you should be able to afford a place for yourself. Maybe not anything fancy, but like you should be able to afford like at least a 1, maybe a 2-bedroom apartment for yourself. Even if you're making minimum wage, I feel like that should be affordable. And the fact that it isn't, the fact that there's people who are like in their 30s and 40s who, because they don't make enough money at their job or because the housing market is so booty cheeks, they have to live with their parents or like several roommates. And it's just like, dude, that sucks so much when you're like a working adult and you just want to like get your own life started and you can't because everything is so shit. I have 316k, so it'll be a while for me. Hey, that's still pretty good savings in channel points. That's still good. That's still good. I got 1k somehow. So I guess I got rated in here before. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Happy anniversary! Beautiful, thank you. Thank you. It's my 4-year affiliate anniversary. How are you? I saw you on my Twitch recommended. I'm good. I sound a bit sick because my place is really dry, so my like nose is really dry and it just like keeps being like runny to accommodate, but I'm not sick. I just sound sick. I'm okay. I'm trying to figure out, somebody mentioned this treat stream thing. I'm trying to figure it out, but it has my old username and I want to see if I can change the link to say my new username. I say new username, but I've had this username for like years. Account settings. I can edit it. Let's go. I don't have to be cringe. We don't have to remember my old username. Okay. How do I copy it? Copy. I should make like a command. Yeah, okay. Check this out. Tell me if that works. Because I have stuff set up on there from before, but I've never actually used it. I like logged in, set it up, and then like never linked it anywhere. So nobody's ever been able to buy me snacks, which is hilarious. Embrace the cringe. Look, I love being cringe, but I don't want to be reminded that I ever had a username that wasn't just Kazahana, because I like this one a lot better than the old one. Okay, it's more unique, it's aesthetically pleasing, I feel like it suits me. I want to pretend that this was my username from the beginning, even though it wasn't. Anyone who's been here for less than 2 years, I can definitely gaslight them into thinking that it's always been my name. If you were here before that, shut up. No, you weren't. I'm banning everyone who was here before 2 years ago, so that they can't spread these lies. Not the Callie, oh well. Don't tell them, don't tell them, don't let them know. The gaslighting? No, there's no gaslighting. There's nothing to gaslight about. Cause Callie Kazahana is my name. It's always been my name. I was born with this name. This is my government name. Oh, now I'm sounding sniffly again. Bye everyone. Bye. What, you came here just to drop that and leave? That's crazy work. Had to blow my nose again. Alright, how are we doing time-wise? It's 3 o'clock, okay. I said at the very latest I want to be done by 4. I should probably, if I'm smart, set an alarm, but I'll just keep my eye on the time. Because it's not like I have to leave at like 4:01 to get to my job. I work at like 6 p.m. I just want to have like a window of time. I don't like to be rushed, basically. I don't like to be rushed. One time, okay, so for context, normally because of the bus schedule, I end up being like 30 minutes early to my job, and I usually just sit in the break room and like yap on Twitter, Discord, or just like scroll, just like whatever, and drink free coffee. And one singular time, I was like, you know what, maybe I should take the later bus that gets me there like 10 minutes before my shift starts, because I was like, you know, that's fine. And the bus was fucking late, and the bus got there like 2 minutes before my shift was supposed to start. I had to like fucking book it, because the company that I work for, apparently they like take it like super seriously if you punch in like a minute late. And I also just don't like being rushed, and I'm very anxious, so I managed to punch in on time, but I was like super stressed, and I was like, okay, we're never doing that again. We're just gonna be early. We're just gonna be early. But I'm not the kind of person that likes to feel rushed, and I don't know, I get very anxious. And so I like to give myself lots of time, and I just arrive early, and I like to kind of chill. Like even when I have to work earlier in the day, I normally like wake up early enough that I can putter around a little bit, like make an iced coffee, take my time getting ready, which is mostly just like washing my face and drinking coffee and having breakfast. Like I don't have to rush. I can kind of like take my time and like pick out what I want to wear and kind of chill. So that's like my style. I'm not someone who wants to wake up 10 minutes before I have to leave the house and have to like throw on clothes and like eat on my way out the door and like, you know. So I like giving myself lots of time. You hungry? I can definitely do a transaction on treat stream. I'm not like particularly hungry. I had something to eat before stream, so I'm good. I mean, if you gave me food, I would eat it, but I'm not like particularly hungry right now or anything. But it's good to know that that works. I will try to remember to put that link in the, I don't know where to put it. Maybe I'll put it on like a timer and just have it pop up like once an hour in case anybody wants to feed me or something. I don't know. I don't know where else to put it because it's only really relevant during stream. I don't think you can purchase stuff offline. I think there's a setting that you can enable that allows people to purchase stuff when you're not streaming, but I don't really see a point in that. And then it can only be done once per stream too, so people can't like spam feed me chicken nuggets or something. Can you imagine? It's like, oh, your 37 orders of chicken nuggets have arrived, and I'm like, I can't eat that many. New drinking game. Every time Callie says coffee, take a shot. Coffee, 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 coffee. Have fun. We'll save the food for later. Yeah, I mean, honestly, most of the time I eat before stream, so I get hungry towards the end of stream sometimes. Probably not so much for this stream because it's like a shorter stream, but like if I stream for 5 or 6 hours, I'm usually not eating during that time. So in the future, if you want to get me a snack towards the end of a stream is a good idea, and then I can eat it after stream. It depends what's open though, because if I'm streaming in the evening, sometimes by the time I end stream, stuff is closed. Smudge. That reminds me, I should get coffee. Yeah, everybody go get coffee. Everybody go get coffee. Unless you don't drink coffee, then go get a tea or get a boba or a water or whatever you drink. Have a nice drink. Drink. All the dino nuggies. No, I can eat like a 10-piece chicken nugget meal. Like 10 chicken nuggets, some fries. You know, that's plenty of food. If you all start spamming me with like 30 chicken nuggets, I'm gonna die. I mean, honestly, I could just share them with my sister. Actually, maybe I should put one on there that's like enough chicken nuggies for me and my sister. Wouldn't that be nice? And then you can buy chicken nuggies for the both of us if you really wanted to. Chicken nuggies for 2! And I'll give her like 1 chicken nugget, and then I'll have the other 19 chicken nuggets for myself. Make her clean for the nuggies. Yeah, good luck with that. She'll probably just be like, I'll just buy my own chicken nuggies. Rather than actually clean. What's the most nuggets you've ever had in a sitting? I genuinely think, well, no. I think sometimes when I make them at home, depending on how many's like in the bag, I make 12 sometimes. So I can eat, but that's with no fries. That's with no fries on the side. That's just like chicken nuggies and nothing else. I mean, I'm sure if I was really hungry and if there was no fries on the side, I could probably eat 20 chicken nuggies from like McDonald's. I don't know for sure. I'd have to try it. But yeah, no fries. No fries on the side, just the nuggies. And I'd have to be really hungry. So I'd have to like skip breakfast, I think. But I think I could do 20. I think I could do 20. Anything more than that, I think I'd die. Eating 242 nuggets this weekend? Fuck it, we ball. Okay, first of all, how much would that cost? I feel like that would be very expensive. I would like to do that with a bunch of friends. Just like call ahead to a McDonald's or something and be like, hey, can we just get like 200 chicken nuggets? And they'd be like, what? And be like, trust us. And we just go and we just have this giant mountain of chicken nuggets and we all just eat them. Who trying to eat Nugget Mountain with me? If I ever go to a con, that's what I'm gonna do. You know how some like streamers and VTubers, they'll be like, oh, like I'm gonna buy a bunch of, like I've seen somebody do this. We're like, oh, I'm gonna order like a bunch of boba and sit in this specific area if anyone wants to come and hang out and have some free boba. I'm gonna do that, except it's Chicken Nugget Mountain. I'll be in the courtyard with a mountain of chicken nuggets. You'll know how to find me because I'll be the girl sitting in front of a mountain of chicken nuggets. How many chicken nuggets do you think I'd have to get for the mountain to be taller than me? Probably at least 400. And I'd need like a big spot to put them. I don't know how much 400 chicken nuggets looks like. No, I think I'd need more than that for it to be taller than me. I don't know, we'd have to see, because I'm not stacking them one on top of another. If I'm stacking them just one on top of the other, I'm probably... How many chicken nuggets tall? Maybe like 80 chicken nuggets tall? 80 or 85 maybe? How wide is a chicken nugget? Less than an inch, right? Maybe I'm like 100 chicken nuggets tall. I'd have to see. Wait, let me do some quick math. How thick is a chicken nugget? Half inch? Half inch? Okay, wait, we're gonna do some math. Okay, so I am 5'7", which is 67 inches. So if a chicken nugget is half an inch tall or thick, then I am 134 chicken nuggets tall. I am very tall. I am so tall. We're doing math. It's just simple math. It's just simple math because I was like, okay, 67 divided by half an inch divided by 0.5. 134 chicken nuggets tall. I feel like they might be a little thicker than half an inch, so there's probably a little bit of leeway. So I'd say probably somewhere between 100 and 130 chicken nuggets tall. I'd have to do it to be sure. It'd be really difficult. I feel like you'd need like a really long stick, like a thin stick to stack them on. Because I feel like if you just tried to stack them by themselves, they'd fall over before you got it to your height. So I need like a really tall, thin stick so I can make like a really long chicken nugget kebab basically, and then put it next to me. And then just count how many chicken nuggets tall I am. I'd say probably like 110, 120. I feel like they're a little thicker than half an inch. Why are we doing American math? No, American math is like how many hamburgers tall am I? It depends if we're talking about like a fully made hamburger with like the bun and everything, or if it's just like burger patties. So I feel like burger patties are a similar thickness to a chicken nugget. So I feel like that math would kind of convert over. But I feel like if we're doing like a fully made hamburger, the math is a bit different. Like how tall is a burger? It's like a few inches, right? With the bun and like the toppings, like lettuce, tomato, if you like tomato, I guess. Tomato sucks though. I hate tomato. And then like I'd say a burger is like what, 3 inches tall, 4 inches maybe. I'm not sure. Depends on the burger, I suppose. Because some are taller, some are not. Like a McDonald's burger is like not that tall. They're really sad and flat looking, honestly. Chicken nuggets do be girthy. Hey, I mean, it depends. Like some of them are thicker than others. And chicken nuggets from different places. But I'm kind of thinking McDonald's chicken nuggets. Because I feel like they're everywhere. Like McDonald's is just everywhere. Honestly, this is just making me want chicken nuggets. Maybe I gotta see if I have chicken nugget money, but maybe I can stop at McDonald's on my way to work and get some chicken nuggets. Just walk into my job with chicken nuggets, like Happy affiliate anniversary, thank you. It's 4-year affiliate anniversary. Maybe next year sometime it can be my partner anniversary. Tell your friends about my stream, please. I need the viewers. What? American math is how many bullets tall are you? Well, how thick is a bullet? I guess it depends on the bullet, right? Do you guys remember when I went to Texas and I shot a gun? I want to do that again. I think that was like kind of fun. Honestly, it was like really loud. Even with the like the headphone things that they give you to wear, I still found it like super loud. So that was probably my least favorite part about the whole thing, is just like I just felt like constantly sensory overloaded because it was really loud. But it was pretty fun shooting a gun in a safe spot at a target. But yeah, I don't know if anybody's new, because this was like last year. I think it was in June last year that I went and visited a friend in Texas, and we went shooting at a range, and I shot 3 different guns. Well, I think it was 4 technically, but it was like 2 handguns and then a shotgun and a rifle. I think it was a semi-automatic rifle. I don't know the exact guns. I'd have to ask if my friend remembers, but I don't know if they would because it was so long ago, but they might, question mark? I'm not sure. She got a taste for blood in Texas. I mean, it's fun to like shoot them, but it's also like kind of scary. Like, I won't lie, I was like kind of anxious the whole time because like I'm very aware of how dangerous a gun can be. So I was like super cautious, and I was like, you know, following all the rules to a T, and I was like very gentle when I was like picking them up, and very like aware of like where my fingers were at all times, and like where the gun was being pointed, and like I was like nervous because it's like, I don't know, guns freak me out a little bit because I don't spend a lot of time around guns, right? They're not as common here, and it's not my first time handling a gun, just to be clear. and not my first time seeing guns or anything. Like my dad used to have guns, mostly like hunting stuff though, because he used them for like him and his buddies would go hunting. So it was like different than those guns that I saw more commonly. Like especially the rifle. Like, dude, I'm just holding this big ass fucking semi-automatic weapon. Like they just let you hold it and shoot it. Like that's crazy. Like I'm just like really aware of how much power, like, you know, they're very powerful, right? They can be very dangerous, but it's also very fun. Go pew 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 pew. It's fun to shoot them, Cali 2025. And I will say, I feel like for someone who's doesn't handle guns very often, I think I did a very, like, I think my aim was very good, okay? I think I did a very good job of aiming. I shot the target, I hit it, it was like a human shape, and I hit him in the head, and I hit him in the chest. I think he would have died if he was a real person, but fortunately it was just a piece of paper with a vaguely human-shaped drawing on it. Are guns pretty common in Canada? No, not really. Especially those kinds of guns, like the handguns and like the rifles and whatnot, or like the semi-automatic rifle. I think a lot of those style of guns, I don't even know if you're allowed to have them in Canada. Like, I don't think you can have a handgun in Canada. But stuff that you use for like hunting, you can, like, a lot of people have those. And I don't know all the rules because they change from time to time, but there is just like a lot of types of guns that you can't have here because, I don't know, reasons, I guess. And I think they're a little more strict with who can have guns. Like, in order to even own a gun, you have to go and get a license, like a, I don't know, like a gun license, I guess. I don't know what they call it. And in order to get that, I think you have to take like a couple courses. I think it's mostly like gun safety and things like that. And they have to give you like a background check or something. And I think that's fairly reasonable. Like, you have to learn some safety, you have to have a background check, and then you can buy guns. And then you just go to the store and you're like, here's my gun license. Can I have a gun, good sir? And it's chill. It's a lot of waiting in some classes. Yeah, I don't know all the specifics, but it's not like you can just like wake up one day and be like, I would like to go purchase a gun. There's a few steps involved. But I think once you have like the gun license, it lasts for quite a long time. And then you can, you know, you just bring it and you can buy guns. I'm not sure, I don't have one because I don't really care to get one. I don't really care to own a gun. I already have enough expensive hobbies. Okay, the last thing I would need is to get into like guns, because those are not cheap either. Okay, I already like VTubing, which is an expensive ass hobby, especially like with how expensive some games are, because I also like playing video games. And now I got into Pokemon cards last year, so now that's another expensive hobby that I have. Like, I do not need any other expensive hobbies. No thank you. If anything, I need cheap hobbies. Like, guys, what's a cheap hobby? Knitting? I don't know. What do people do for fun that doesn't cost a lot of money? It's free, but laws are still a thing. Wait, what's free? The stuff for getting the gun license? Is it free? Or does it cost money? I actually have no idea. I'd have to, well, I can't really, but my dad would have known because he did all that stuff. But I feel like it might cost a little bit of money to do the courses. Not like an insane amount. I'm thinking like it might be like 30 bucks or something. Daydreaming is free. Bird watching, I feel like all the good bird watching involves at least like a couple things, like some good binoculars or something. I guess I could just open my window and watch like the 3 birds that hang out there, but I feel like that would be fun for like 2 minutes. I'm not a cat, so that's not like peak entertainment for me. My cat really enjoys that though. She likes to sit in the window and like chirp at the birds. And sometimes there's like squirrels because there's like trees behind my place outside my window. So there's like sometimes birds, sometimes squirrels. And so my cat really likes to sit there and watch them. And she does the little chirpy thing at them. She goes, I don't know what the noise sounds like, but you know the thing. You know the thing that the cats do. Cat watching, just sit and watch my cats. See, unfortunately, like 80% of the time, they're just sleeping. It's not very entertaining. I'm just like, watch them breathe. And I do that sometimes for like 10 seconds, just because I'm like making sure they're still alive, especially the older ones. But then I'm like, okay, I'm bored. I feel like if I do that, I'm just gonna want to like pet them and poke them and wake them up. And usually they're pretty receptive to that. Like if you pet them when they're sleeping, they're like, they do that little activation noise. They go, and then they're like, oh, hello. And they're happy. But I feel like if you wake them up too often, then they're just like, okay, bitch, fuck off. I'm trying to sleep here. I'm trying to sleep. Callie ruins cat girl internet hopes for chat. More at 10. What do you mean? I didn't ruin cat girl dreams. What are your cat girl dreams? Do you want me to be a cat girl? I can be a cat girl. I have that capability. Actually, you can't see it. Here, I'll move. Chat likes to say that my hood looks like cat ears. And I'm like, no, it's just vents. It's just air vents for my horns. They need a place to stick out. But they're not cat ears. Because they're not covered. It's not a cat ear. Meow. Meow. I'm not a cat. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you, Sadness. Thank you. Is it possible to learn this power? What, of becoming a cat girl? I actually have a toggle. Hold up. Well, I have to take the hood off. Hold up. Oh, they don't match. One sec. It's because I have lighting. Meow. 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 I'm cat. Meow. Claims not to be a cat girl, has cat girl ears. They're just like a free asset that I slapped on because everyone's always like, oh, cat ears, put the cat ears on, be a cat girl. And I'm like, no, but then I'm a people pleaser, so I did it anyways. Look at them, they're so like floppy and floofy though. These ones are really cute. It's not my fault. I live with a cat girl. So I'm getting negatively influenced all the time. It's like she's like hypnotizing me in my sleep to be a cat girl or something. It's not, I'm getting brainwashed. It's not my fault, guys. It's not my fault. You want? I can see if I can purr. I can't guarantee I'd be very good at it. Actually, especially with like how dry my throat's been, it's gonna be like a chain smoker purr. Yeah, that's the best I got. Chain smoker cat girl. ASMR. No, the real cat ASMR is, I did this before. I pulled out the ASMR mic one time just to test it, and my cat was hanging out on the desk, so she was just sitting there purring, so I just put the mic up to her and she just purred into the ASMR mic. It was like really cute. It sounds really nice in the ASMR mic because it's so sensitive, so you can hear the purring really nicely. Actually, I need to do something with the ASMR mic at some point. I got it working and everything, and then I never really did much with it. But it's really cool because it's like sensitive enough that if you like shove it against your chest, it'll pick up like your heartbeat sounds, which is cool. And then I guess you can just like breathe into it, whisper into it, put it up to the cat, let the cat purr into it. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what other stuff people do with ASMR mics besides like ear licking ASMR, but I'm not an ear licking ASMR artist. That's not me. If I was gonna do that type of thing, I would just do it on Fansly and just go all in and like suck dick. Like why pretend it is something that it's not? Come on, be fucking for real. Eat nuggies into the mic? Wait, that's genius. Like a mukbang ASMR. And then I could have like the iced coffee too, and I could like stir it and you have like the nice ice noises. I feel like that's peak ASMR too. ASMR mics can prove VTubers are real. Immersion ruined. No. Oh my god, did you not think they were real? What did you think we were, if not real? I mean, I feel like there's other things that VTubers do that prove that we're real. Like, a lot of people do hand cam streams. I've done hand cam streams. So in theory, you guys have seen my real hands, which are of average size and not small. And if they were small, it was just cold in my room. And yeah, so. Paid actors' hands. Yeah, I just had some random person in here using their hands. Nah, if I was actually paying someone to have like their hands on my hand cam, I would choose somebody with nicer hands than mine. Like somebody with like nice, pretty like fingers instead of like, I have like short, stubby fingers. Like if I was gonna get somebody else to pretend to be my hands, I'd at least get someone with nice hands. Hire like a hand model for that shit, you know? Alright, I'm taking the cat ears off. I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. I'm a elf dragon being. I'm an eldritch horror, if you will. No, I'm not, but like I could be. Actually, I want to move down so you can kind of see like the hood. That's cute. Allegedly. What do you mean allegedly? What do you mean allegedly? It's real, guys. I would never lie to you. When have I ever lied to you? I hope nobody can think of a concrete example. Because I don't know actually if I've lied to you guys. Probably as a joke. Probably I've lied. I'm not an iguana. I'm an elf dragon being. Come on. See, look, I got the little pointy elf ears. See? Pointy. Elf. And horns. Dragon. Elf. Dragon. Elf. Dragon. I'm your biggest nightmare. That's what I am. No, imagine you wake up and you have sleep paralysis and it's just me standing at the end of your bed staring at you. Wouldn't that be crazy if your sleep paralysis demon was an anime girl? I mean, maybe there's worse things that it could be, right? Although that would be pretty fucking cursed, to be honest. And purring, just staring and purring. Just no expression, just like deadpan. That's so creepy. Where can one acquire such demons? I'm not sure. Could not tell you. I don't think you want to experience sleep paralysis, probably. It sounds scary from what I've heard. I've never experienced it myself, but it sounds kind of scary because you're like kind of awake, but kind of still dreaming, and you can't really move. Thus, I guess the term sleep paralysis. and you're usually, because you're still kind of dreaming, you're like seeing stuff, and sometimes it's like scary stuff, and then since you can't move, you can't run away, you're just stuck there like seeing something scary, and it's like freaky. That sounds awful. No thank you. Like, at least I just have insomnia and like general sleep issues. At least I don't gotta deal with demons staring at me from the end of my bed. You know, that would be worse. Can you imagine? You struggle to fall asleep, and then when you finally do fall asleep, you just have that shit happen. Oh my god, I'd cry. It's terrifying. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it sounds like super, super unfun. So, I don't know. How common is sleep paralysis? Because I feel like I hear people talk about it a lot, but it's more in like the, oh, like I'll be their sleep paralysis demon. Like, I don't know how common it actually is for people to experience it. That implies I can sleep in the first place. Yeah, you're more like me, where you like struggle to sleep. That's been, I don't know, that's like always my issue. It was funny too, because I went into work yesterday, and my one coworker, when I got in, she was like, oh, how are you doing? I was like, I'm okay, I'm kind of tired. And they know I have like sleep issues, because I've been there long enough that I like know my coworkers, because like I've been there for like what, 4 months total. I was like gone for a month, but it's not like they forgot me in that month. So they know I'm like a night owl. They know that I like have trouble sleeping, and she's like, oh, any luck with your like sleep issues? And I just kind of laughed. I was like, no. So I don't really know what to do about that. Sometimes I sleep okay, sometimes I don't sleep okay. I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like I've tried like everything. I actually wonder though if when I do get that humidifier, if that actually might help a bit, because I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if making my room like less dry and aka overall more comfortable might help me fall asleep a bit better and stay asleep a bit better. I'm not sure. I might be hoping that'll help, but it'll be nice just to have that in general, especially with my workplace being as dry as it is as well. So I'll just be like super moist. I'll be like super moist all the time. I like using the worst possible word to describe it. Wait, so what happened to spawn that title? What, the being employed is overrated? Because I have to stream at noon because I have to go to work later. So I'm like, you know what? Being employed is overrated, honestly. It's getting in the way of my dream life of just being a anime neat girl. I have to go to my job. I can't just play video game. Nothing in particular happened. I went to change the stream title today, and I was like, what do I want to name my stream today? And I was like, being employed is overrated. I no longer wish to be employed. I'm joking though. I don't hate my job. It's fine for what it is. I mean, it's still retail, so it's still not the best job ever, but it's okay. It's okay for what it is. And I only had to be there for like 4 hours today, so it's not even that bad. And like half of that is after the store closes and we're just doing inventory. So I only have to deal with people, like customers, for like a couple hours. And the rest is just hanging out with my coworkers doing inventory. And all my coworkers are like nice and chill, so I don't mind that at all. And then depending, I don't know if I have to walk home after. I think I finish early enough that I might be able to catch the last bus home, and then we'll see. Not that I couldn't benefit from walking. I could probably use the exercise from walking home, but walking home at like 11 p.m. is kind of ass. It's just not as fun. It's like dark and I just want to be home. Like, I'm tired after I've been at my job. Like, I just want to be home. I want to like shower. I want to play video game. I want to hunt monsters. I want to do literally anything else. She doesn't sleep. I'd wake up at times and she's just staring at my eyes wide open like it's a horror film. Shit was scary. That did not happen once. I don't think that fucking happened even once. You're just making shit up at this point. You'll just be fucking saying anything. Oh my god. I admitted to you once that I like watched you sleep for like 10 seconds because I couldn't sleep. And now you're acting like I'm like a fucking weird stalker that just like stands at the end of your bed and like watches you sleep every night. Like, be so for real right now. Always moist, yeah. I'm the most moist VTuber. Do they have an award? Do they have an award for most moist VTuber? I think I could be in the running for that once I get the humidifier. I'm hoping I get paid on Friday, so I'm hoping that I get paid enough that I can afford to buy it. And then it's off Amazon, so I could in theory have it this weekend if that's the case, which would be very nice. And then now I have to buy a new mouse too, apparently, so that's good. It's like, well, I'm like, I want to buy one thing. Okay, I'm gonna set aside some money to buy this one kind of expensive thing, and it's like something else has to go wrong, something else has to break. It's always like this. It's like, why is it always like this? I don't want to spend all my money as soon as I get it, unless it's on fun, irresponsible things. I don't want to spend my money on responsible things. I want to spend my money on stupid, irresponsible things, like gotcha waifus. I don't want to buy a humidifier. I want to buy a 2D wife. But no, I want to buy responsible things so that I can breathe. Not gonna lie, I'd want to quit my job towards the end of this year, but economy do be looking kind of bad to just straight up quit. Well, are you able to look for like a different job in the meantime? Because like, I mean, it depends on why you want to quit your job. Like, if it's the specific workplace, like if management sucks, your coworkers suck, or you just want like a change of scenery, or you want to make more money and your place won't give you a raise, like I would just start looking for different jobs while you still have your job, and then you don't have to worry about having like a period of time where you're not making money. But it also kind of depends on like why you want to quit your job. If you're just like, I want a break from employment in general, I don't know, maybe you can take like a vacation, and that might help. I feel like I never take vacation, but I think maybe I should try to do something maybe later this year. I don't know. I feel like I need time away with no responsibilities, and it's like super refreshing. Like, there's been times where I'm not working at all, like I'm not doing any work, I'm not streaming, like I just kind of do nothing for a week, but I'm still at home and I still have responsibilities, so it doesn't really feel the same, if that makes sense. I need a vacation where like I just go somewhere for a week and do nothing and have no responsibilities. I haven't done that since, I mean, I guess technically last June when I went to Texas. That was what that was kind of like. And then prior to that, I don't think I'd done anything for several years, to be honest. So ideally I would do something like that at least once a year, like at least 1 week a year. I would just kind of take a vacation, but going somewhere is the part that's the problem, because it's expensive. Because I feel like taking a week off from my job and from streaming is not like difficult to do, but having the money to like go somewhere is the problem. I'm pretty good financially, I just want a break. It's more worried about trying to find a job once I'm ready to work again. Oh, I mean, I guess it depends how much time you think you need off, because like depending on how much vacation time you get at your job, like maybe you could take like several weeks off in a row and have a nice break that way. But I mean, honestly, several weeks might not be enough. I understand. Because like, I mean, I've been kind of, for years almost, yeah, probably years, probably many years, I've been kind of in like a constant state of burnout. I mean, part of it I think is because I'm also like mentally ill, so like my threshold for what becomes burnout and like what overwhelms me is kind of low compared to what it might be for the average person, because it's not like I work harder than anybody else, but I just burn out really easily. But I've been in like this state for like years and years, which is why like I just want to work like part-time at my job and stream, like make enough money to get by and maybe save a little, but like also have lots of time to do what I enjoy and all, you know, stuff like that. So I'm kind of finding a balance for what works for me in that sense. And I do wonder too, like, I don't know, it depends on your job and your workplace, but I wonder if you might be able to like have less hours at your job, like if that's at all a possibility. I don't know, because obviously that's not possible for every type of job, but I find that works well for me, because if I was at a job for 40 hours a week, like I would be doing fucking nothing else. Like I'm just not capable of handling that for a long period of time. And then like I literally wouldn't have any leftover energy for streaming. Honestly, don't even think I'd play video games very often, because I'd be too tired for that too. So it's always easier to find a new job while you already have one. Yeah, and I think when you have a current job and you're like interviewing and discussing potential like salaries and stuff, you have a bit more of a foot to stand on, or a leg to stand on, because like if you don't have a job and you like really need a job, you probably will accept like a lower salary than you otherwise would, because like you need it more, like you need a job at all, and like they know that. So it's definitely better if you can find a new job when you already have a job. Obviously that's the ideal situation, and not everything is always ideal. I need to travel, but money, me fucking too. It's like the one thing I've been meaning to do for years, since I've been streaming and doing content for over 4 years. It's like I want to go to a con at some point. Like I'd like to go check out TwitchCon one year, or like some other like anime convention or something, right? I've never been to one this entire time, because I'm Canadian. And I think most of the cons that I'd want to go to are in the US. So automatically I'm probably paying for flights, I'm probably paying for either like a hotel, Airbnb, tickets to the con. Like it just becomes so expensive so quickly. And I don't feel like going to a con would be like a vacation. I don't think it'd be very relaxing. I think it would actually be like quite stressful. Fun, but stressful, because like you have like a lot of stuff going on during the con. Like you're doing a lot of stuff. You're probably planning a lot of stuff with different people. And I'm like, that would be stressful and not a vacation. Fun, but stressful. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you. I wish I had more me time. Don't we all? I wish we could all have all the me time in the world, but unfortunately we must participate in capitalism so that we can afford to have a place to live and food to eat. A true tragedy. It'd be work for us to be at a con. I mean, I don't know if I'd consider it work. I mean, you might want to do like some networking and stuff while you're there if you're a streamer or a content creator, but I still don't think I'd consider it work necessarily. I mean, that's kind of like, I'd be there more for fun and like maybe doing like a bit of networking and stuff on the side, but for me it'd be more like a fun activity. But just because like cons are inherently a lot of like planning and meeting up with people and doing a lot of activities. That's just like a lot of energy for me, especially. So I know I'd be very drained after, and I'd need like a mini vacation after the con to like relax and rest and get my energy back. But I would consider it more a for fun activity, but just like a very active thing with like lots of stuff going on is all. Capitalism pain, yeah. Sadly, we must live in our little capitalist society. Guys, hear me out. What if we made like a little society out in the forest somewhere, and then we just like traded with each other? Like we could like a little society. We could like have a little farm, and we have some chickens. It'd be like having a Minecraft server, but like IRL. You know, I'll have some chickens and some cows, and you can have some potatoes, and we'll trade. I'll give you some eggs for some potatoes. It'll be great. You're trying to start a commune? I was thinking more of a cult personally, but yeah, that works as well. Given a few things, I'm sure something my Comic-Con could be something viable. Huh? Question mark? Question mark? Did I read that sentence dumb? I don't understand what you're saying. Does it have internet? We'll make sure there's internet. We'll like, if we have to pay out of pocket for them to install like fiber internet, we'll make it happen. And then after that, we'll just be off the grid, except for the internet. We'll be off the grid minus being on the grid, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can like generate our own electricity. We can have like a big, like a human-sized hamster wheel, and we can just assign somebody to like walk and run on it at all hours of the day. Different people, not just one person on it 24/7. And then it can just generate electricity for our little cults. I mean, community. But Monster Hunter, no, don't worry, we can still have internet. That's very important. It's okay, we'll be like off the grid but with internet. Hi miss, welcome in. Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 3:50. Okay, yeah, I said I wanted to end by like 4 p.m, so I should probably stop yapping, and because I feel like if I keep yapping, it's not gonna stop. Good thing I checked the time. Happy affiliate anniversary, Callie. Listening in while at work. Cons are fun, but they also smell rancid in certain clusters of people, unfortunately. Oh, true. I've never been to one, so I haven't experienced that personally, but noted. See, I think what I would do if I went to a con is bring like a face mask with me, and then if it's like stinky, I would just put like a drop of something that smells nice on the inside of the mask and just wear the mask around, and then I'll just act like I'm wearing the mask because I don't want to get sick or something, but really I just don't want to smell anybody. No, that would be good too, because then I can like partially hide my face, so I have like a little bit of, I don't know, privacy in a way, and then also not smell people as much. Given where you are, something like New York Comic-Con could be a con you could attend, still paying for a hotel, but don't need to pay for flights. Is that drivable for me? It might be. I don't have a car though. I feel like I could bus there. It would take like half a day, but I think I could do it. I feel like it's easier to take a flight though, because I don't have like a car. I don't have a license. I feel like anywhere that I would go, I would pretty much be like anywhere that's not in Canada. But even in Canada, there's like most places I'd probably have to fly to, because Canada is fucking massive. So I feel like it'd probably still be easier for me to just hop on a plane, to be honest. I don't want to lose Cali time. Well, you got all the time that I was able to give. I said I could stream until like 4 p.m. and it's almost 4 p.m. So I'm gonna have to send you guys off somewhere else in a few minutes. It is what it is. I mean, at least I streamed a little bit. I think I have the next 2 days off from work, unless they ask me to come in. But as of right now, I think tomorrow, because let's say Tuesday? Yeah, so I think I have... I actually don't know. I have to check my schedule. I don't think I work tomorrow. But if it's only 1 day off, I might not stream tomorrow. But I might do... I can't remember if it's Thursday or Friday that I also work a similar time to what I work today. But I might do something similar, where if I wake up early enough and get enough sleep, I'll just stream for a couple hours in the afternoon. And then I think after my other shift later in the week, I have many days off in a row. Like, I don't think I work on the weekend. I don't know. My schedule changes because, like, even the schedule I had this week, I had like 2 different coworkers asked to swap shifts, and because I'm like flexible and I don't care, I swap shifts. But now I'm like, wait, what is my schedule? Like, I actually have to check it like each night. I'm like, do I work tomorrow? I don't fucking know. This is why I don't make a weekly schedule anymore, because even though I know my work schedule like the entire month at a time, like it just changes. Like, it just changes. Like, either I pick up shifts or I swap shifts, so they ask me to come in randomly one day and I'm like, oh. Will you be gaming tonight? Probably. I should be home a little after 11 p.m. I think. So by the time I, like, I don't know, eat something and shower and whatnot, it'll probably be 11:30, maybe close to midnight. But if anybody's on doing like Monster Hunter, I might be on around then. I don't know if I'll hop in a VC, but I might be on the game. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It depends how I feel. It depends how tired I am. Because I feel like with Monster Hunter, if I'm tired, I don't really want to play because it requires me to actually like focus a little bit and like dodge and stuff like that. I actually have to pay a little bit of attention. And when I'm tired, I just don't have the energy to do that. So I probably will be on Monster Hunter a little bit, but no promises. No promises. Like right now after stream, I'm probably gonna do like my gacha dailies before I go to work, so I won't have to do those later at least. I miss the Monster Hunter VCs. I feel like they died out. It's cause I keep getting these evening shifts at my fucking job. And I'll try to hop in there one day. Like tomorrow. I think tomorrow is like a completely free day to me. And I think I'll just take it as like a weekend day for me, basically, where I don't stream and I don't work. And so I'll probably hop in there in the evening to play some Monster Hunter. I'll try. I don't want to make any promises because you never know. You never know. But I think that's probably the play for tomorrow. Just like a chill day, no real responsibilities. Maybe play some Monster Hunter. My friends like all stopped playing Monster Hunter. No, see, I got really lucky in that the first like week where Monster Hunter was out, I didn't really have any shifts at my job, so I was able to just like play it non-stop for like that first week. But now I actually have to go to my job. I actually have to do stuff. It's not fair. I have to be employed if I want to make money. Why doesn't anybody want to just give me all their money? It's not fair. Me when I actually have to be employed. It's okay. I'm being dramatic, obviously. We still have to figure out comp at some point. Oh, for Marvel Rivals. Maybe sometime tomorrow. I was just saying tomorrow I think I'm gonna just take as like a weekend day because I don't have a shift at my job, and I think I might not stream tomorrow and just have like a chill day. So we could potentially do it tomorrow. We could, or on the weekend. I think I have some time on the weekend. Me when having to be an adult. Yeah, it's not fair. Why do we have to be adults with adult responsibilities? I just want to be a silly little guy on the internet and play video games. It's not fair. life is hard. All right, where should I send you guys off to? I might send you. You guys want to watch somebody play Monster Hunter Wilds? You guys like Monster Hunter Wilds? Have you heard of Monster Hunter Wilds? It's like this new game that just came out. It seems like some people like it. I don't know. It's kind of like a niche indie game. I'm not sure. It's kind of like underground, kind of like hipster. I know you guys have heard of it. No, what is it? Okay. So the premise of the game is that there's monsters and you hunt them. That's why it's called Monster Hunter. Kind of cool, right? Very clever of them, you think?
Party hat happy affiliate anniversary.
I'm the worst. But yeah, actually, one of my VTuber buddies that's I think like somewhere like European or like Asian time zone is streaming Monster Hunter Wilds right now. This is like the type of VTuber buddy that I never get to raid because they always stream during the daytime for me because of their time zone, and I always stream at like night my time when they're like sleeping. So yeah, there it looks like, oh, they died. They just got bullied by Jindahad. That's crazy. Good thing I didn't raid them yet. You guys didn't have to see that. Web, thank you for the 24 months. Thank you for the tier 3. Welcome back. Wow. We're gonna have to get ready for my short deployment next week. Oh, okay, so tomorrow's a better day for doing some Marvel Rivals. Okay. I don't know what time you're free, but I'm probably awake in the early afternoon. So sometime after that. Bro, do you know Tiny Mac Dude? I do not. I have never heard that in my life. Getting bullied by a heat sink is wild. I can't even say anything because I think I nearly died to Jindahad like several times. I can't remember when I was fighting it during the story. I can't remember. I think I might have fainted once to it. There was a lot of times where I almost died. I can't remember if I actually fainted or not, because there were so many times where I like nearly died and I kind of lost track of whether I actually did faint or not. All right, yeah, so we're gonna raid Almos. He's doing Monster Hunter. He's VTuber. He kind of a cool guy. He's alright, I suppose. All right. I said I was finishing by 4 p.m. It's 3:59. We're speed running. I'm taking this very literally, and I'm cutting it very close. But yeah, might do another afternoon stream on Thursday. I don't know what day my shift is. My evening shift. I'll let you know. Or I won't. I'll just show up. Who knows? Honestly. What do you guys want to do for raid message? We need a raid message. Somebody who's more well rested than me, come up with one, please and thank you. Going to work at like 4 a.m. and then should be home around 10ish PST. So like 1 p.m. EST. So you don't go to sleep right after you get home? I don't know when you sleep, man. Te amo. What does that mean? I've heard that before. Isn't that a Rihanna song or something? Alright, I don't know what to do for a raid message. Figure it out. Here's your problem now. Have a good rest of your day. Play lots of video games and make lots of money at your job if you're employed. Like I wish I wasn't. Bye.